Welcome to Rune Rambles. I'm your host, Blah Blah, here to make your grind a bit more bearable. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, back again for his second podcast appearance. It's your boy, Bill. This time we're talking old school and old school only. Everything from Blood Moon Rises to a RuneScape bedtime story. So log in and listen up. Let's go. You can't hear it in the background right now, folks, but the man himself, the man, the myth, the Kraken's cracking a cold one right now. It's your boy, BenadrylBill. Tell him what's up, Bill.
What's up, dog?
What's the drink of choice tonight? Let him hear it.
Voodoo Rangers.
Man, I'm not even gonna lie. Took my kids to Target this afternoon, and I knew I couldn't get the six-pack. You know, I'm solo dadding it up tonight, but I was walking by the tall boy aisle, and I saw a Voodoo Ranger tall boy. I thought, might have to snag me one real quick before I head home, but the bourbon got the best of me tonight.
That's fair. I like the bourbon too. What you drinking?
Man, I got this thing called Lazy River. Shout
Never
out.
heard of it.
Me neither. Got a fish on it. About $30 for the bottle in Tennessee, and I was in a Lazy River last week myself on vacation. So just throwing it back to vacay times. But listen, man, last time we spoke, we got into it. We talked some Terry Blacks. We talked the Grassy Knoll. We talked about Lee Harvey Oswald. Went down the whole nine there. But this time we're keeping it $1.50 on them. It's gonna be all old school all night long. How you feeling about that?
I'm loving it because I am a true gamer now. I have just got my quest cape.
You know what? Let's start there because, I mean, how many times you think you've done the emote?
I did it twice and then a third time for when I made my Instagram reel. Dude, and then I banked it. I'm not gonna lie. I did it for the old man thing and for the Lumbridge Diary.
Dude, you were complaining. Your whole soapbox last time was we gotta change this. The quest cape, they're moving the goalpost on me.
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
I'm proud of you.
I manned up, dude. I manned up. I did 45 quests in 3 weeks.
Talk me through this now. So did you? We're gonna get into Blood Moon here in a moment. But did you cap it with Blood Moon? Did you work your way up and finish on Blood Moon?
No. So here's what I did, right? I didn't want to be that guy who had Blood Moon Rising as the last quest in his thing. So I did the Red Reef last, and then I did Blood Moon before it.
Dude, honestly, on God, I have 3 quests still not done. The Red Reef, Scrambled, and Shadows of Custodia. And this is really shameful. Let me read you my current outstanding mini quest. This is absolutely just you have to cut the podcast off after hearing this. Barbarian training is incomplete.
Okay.
Bear your soul. Still don't have the soul bear thing. This is sad, dude. I haven't done Daddy's Home.
Me either. I'm looking at mine too.
Let's go 10 for 10. Enchanted Key.
Nope.
Family Pest.
I did that one.
All right. Hope Spear's Will.
Nope.
In Search of Knowledge.
No.
Brother, dapped up in a different time zone. I ain't never gonna do these mini quests. You know what they need to do? They need to come out with a shrunk down version of the quest cape, but you wear it like a bow tie if you finish all the mini quests. This is just unbelievable. Yeah. They got me out here talking about Daddy's Home, dude. Bend me over, hit me with a mahogany plank, dog. Mahogany spank.
Dude, I'm never doing that mini quest, bro. Yeah, I'm never doing that.
Catch me at my mama's house, big boy. Catch me at Uncle Dave out there in Edgeville talking to his mom with some slippers on. You on Red Reef. So you did 45 quests. How long did it take you to knock those out?
About 2 or 3 weeks. Now I did set my mind on it. I remember we talked. I waited about 2 weeks from the last pod. And I said, you know what? It's time to put on the big boy pants and be a real gamer. And I was doing
45 quests in 2 weeks. All right, how many were you averaging per day? What is that? Like 5?
I would say on a good day I was doing 5. Now DT2, Took me about 6 hours of my off day because I was like taking breaks. And then like I did that, Dragon Slayer 2. Like I had all the important quests not done. Right?
Oh man. Oh,
And
so
yeah.
DP2, DS2, obviously Blood Moon. What other
Yeah.
had you done Wild Gothic Sleeps, or was that one you had to knock out as well?
That was one of the first ones that I did on my quest grind. Yeah.
Atta boy, atta boy. All right, listen. Now we're
Yes.
talking some tormented. You done any tormented demons or Vorkath post quest, anything like that?
Vorkath, I've done Sire. So I had a Abyssal
Yes.
Demon task and I got the synapse. I bought it 40 mil or whatever it was.
Hmm.
Tried to put it on the bow. It said, I don't quite know what to do with this. I said, don't tell me. I
Oh
need to
man.
do the quest. And that started my quest grind.
Oh, okay. So this is your first time going down to Sire?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're a blessed man because they recently changed Sire to be so much better quality of life. The whole vent system, and he used to be
Bro.
like immune anytime he was walking. Dude, I wasn't about that. Talk about spooned at Sire though. I think I'm only missing the pet there, and bro, I mean, I'm talking. I'll get four unsireds in a 100 KC, and it's like 1 in 100. So, little spoonery, little silver spoon, never hurt nobody. What do you think about Vorkath? How do you feel about Vorkath?
I've done a lot of Vorkath during leagues in the past, like the leagues where you didn't have region restrictions.
Hmm.
And I've done Vorkath on the phone, on my buddy's phone, a couple years back when he's like, "You need to do this quest." I'm like, "Oh, this is easy," and then I never did the quest. So I like doing Vorkath. I got the head in like 8 KC,
Gang.
upgraded my backpack, and pretty much said, "I'm done doing this for right now." But the
Now,
money's good, man.
the money's good, bro. The money's good. Spooned old Vorky at 437 KC, I believe, on mine. I got him out right now. I'm chopping at some stars. I got old Vorky sitting over here with me. Now we're gonna have to settle a lifelong, tale as old as time type of debate here between Vorkath and Zora. Which one's better?
I like doing Vorkath better, bro.
My boy, dude, Zora's for the weak, man. I'm not about that life. It's too intense for what you get. It's just I'm not trying to click that much. I don't want to
It's
memorize
annoying.
phrases. It's annoying. You gotta have these things running around. You gotta wear this ring of suffering. I'm not into it, man. I mean, I'd just rather go to Vorkath, chill out, man. I could be on four substances at once and knock out some Vorkath. That's easy. That's easy money. All right, let's get to the big boy, DT2. What did you think about DT2?
All right, bro. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was.
I
Right?
mean, listen. Who you think was the hardest? Who was the hardest of the four?
Okay. I wouldn't say it was a boss in particular. It was that shit you had to do before Vardorvis, where you have to like protect the dude from the
Oh my god!
whatevers.
Yes.
Annoying, dude. And it was annoying because I'm doing quest helper and it's not telling me like, oh, use ice spells. So I'm
Mm,
not using ice spells. I don't even have the runes for it. So I have
yep.
to teleport out of the Stranglewood, go get my fucking runes, and then it's cake. So it was just the back and forth from that was super annoying. And then the part before the whisper where you need to keep going into,
Oh
the fucking Stranger Things world and
yeah.
talking
Yeah.
to Vecna and then coming back out. That shit was annoying. But if I had to pick the
Yep.
hardest of the bosses, I was shaking after the whisper, dude. The quest whisper, not even the
Damn.
hard one. Yeah, I
Damn.
shook after that, dude. I almost died like twice and rough.
Bro, you're spitting game right now. So let's go back to all of the Stranglewood for a minute. Like, what they talking about? Some COD zombies out here? I'm hammering some
Bro.
barriers back together. I got my M1911 going on. I'm pack a punching my ancient staff. Like, what is this? Like, what are we talking about? Laying down these traps and junk? No, I ain't about that.
Yeah, no way.
Talk about freaking the dude Whisper, the upside down stuff. You're stroking Vec and all that mess, but Whisper was like fairly challenging. But dude, straight up Leviathan. Like I ain't trying to do that quest. I ain't trying to do quest boss version, real version. Awaken this. Go back to bed, man. I ain't even doing none of that Leviathan dog. I mean,
Dude,
he
I
can.
didn't even think he was that bad.
Have you done in post quest?
on leagues.
Yeah, on leagues, oh god. Dude, here's the thing, man, like, I come home from my job, I've been click-clacking on my keyboard for 8 hours, I've been, in meetings, hiring people, firing people, holding babies, whatever else. The last thing I wanna do is gear up and go kill this snake, and there's too much going on. What is it with snakes, bosses, and too much going on? I gotta have a web weaver. I gotta be standing behind him at just the right angle. I gotta hit this smoke barrage. I gotta make him freeze. Now we're one tick in the prayers. I got to stand in the abyssal thing. Oh, make sure you're walking. These rocks are coming down. Oh, he's shooting lightning. Make sure you're going clockwise. I'm like, can I just come home and make a few million on a Thursday? Like, why I got to do all this, man?
Bro, the rocks not disappearing is fucking annoying.
And we got
Tired
homeboy
of
like,
it.
please tell me you've seen the Port Khazard like 54 awakened leviathans in one inventory. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, let me put you on real
No.
quick. Do not go watch the whole VOD. Do you know who Port Khazard is though?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. So Port Khazard, it's just funny to talk about, dude. He said, "Awaken Leviathan, hold my beer." Homeboy went in there, full Missouri, Tebow, whatever. He has he has a ring of shadows that he's wearing, maxed out with runes. Okay, in his inventory are 27 Awakener's orbs, and in the 28th spot in his inventory is a looting bag, and inside the looting bag is 28 more Awakener's orbs. So he does 54 Awaken Leviathan on one inventory, dude. No prayer points. He's one tick flicking the whole time. No food. He is like has like an alt outside, like doing whatever. But 54 in one inventory. I
Nah.
can't do one. I can't do one in 10 inventories.
Nah, he's on a list. He's on a
He's on
list. Yeah,
the
yeah, that's some
dude,
psychopathic shit.
the craziest part. He spent months like prepping for it, and he got 53, and he said, "I can do more. I can do one more." And so he did
Yeah.
54.
Arrest that man.
That's not
Get him out of here, bro.
I'll tell you what though, I kind of like sneaky like the whisper now. Like every once in a while, I'll go down to the whisper, whisper in her ear, tell little mama something she want to hear. I'll get that Eye of Iac out, and let me tell you what helps me out. So there's this plugin. What is this thing called? It's called like Orbs. What is it? No, not Orbs. It's called Projectile Override or something. What is this? Yeah, projectile override. All right, so this plugin, every boss in the game that has a projectile, you can customize what their projectile looks like to your favorite looking projectile. Because that's the thing with Whisper. She's shooting like microscopic darts at you. You can't tell what she's doing. So I put like everything on the Doom of Macchiato setting because it's like colorblind Fisher Price orbs where it's, there's like speech in your ear. There's a blue mage orb coming at you. Please pray mage on the count of four. So I'm all
Yeah.
about some projectile override. Get on that.
I just
Um,
downloaded it.
they're out of boy and just set the whole list to Doom. You'll
Oh,
thank me.
bro. What's the dude at the end of TOA? The Warden.
Oh, Warden.
I
Yeah, can you
like
do
his
Warden?
dude. The skull or the mage skull. You could do
Oh,
Warden.
yep. You could do
Gas.
Warden. Yep. I changed it on Vardorvis, dude. All these, I got them. I got them. They're not all Doom, right? But the ones I have trouble with, like I say Hydra, Whisperer, even Vardorvis, dude. I got set to that Doom setting. So shout out Doom. Shout out Mocha. All right, so you did DT2. Did you? I mean, I guess did you know it was coming with the whole assassin sandwich lady thing, or was that a prank for you?
I kind of I kind of read through all the quests that I didn't want to do. Here's what I do. If I want to watch a movie, but it's like 2.5 hours long and I don't want to do that, I'll go Wikipedia the movie, I'll read the synopsis of it, and then call it a day. That's what I've been doing with the quest.
Hey, babe, you ever read that Wikipedia entry for Interstellar? Man, Matt McConaughey really cooked in that one. Heard he
That
cried.
one planet, man,
Yeah,
where he passed 1,000 years in a day was crazy. Never
I
seen it
read
though.
that shit. I read that shit, dog. I felt that in my eyes. Yeah, dude, that's hilarious. I'll read the Wikipedia for the
I'll read the
movie.
wiki. Yeah, yeah, I did
Out
that with
here,
the
out here
quest.
listening to audiobooks, dog, like it's Braille. I
I'm
feel you on that one.
experiencing it, mentally. That's it.
Yeah. Dude, he's got his library card going, man. Oh my god, that's so funny. That is so funny. All right, so staying in the theme of quest here. I just
Mhm.
completed it. You just completed it. You got the cape on your back. Let's talk about some Blood Moon Rises. Blood Moon
Let's
Rises.
go.
Let's just open it up here. Thoughts? What you got? Open ended.
I'm mad that I waited so damn long to do it.
How long did you
It is a
wait?
great quest. The boss is great. It's not that hard to learn. Figure out. Here's the thing, stand on his left side. And if he swipes left first, you go diagonal. And if he swipes right first, you step back. It's that easy.
How many tries did it take you to kill him?
4.
Attaboy. I was on 2. I got you
Dude.
on something out here. No,
Yeah.
dude, I mean, that fight was legit. The only pet peeve I feel like I have with it is the red waves, which I felt like were gonna be really simple. I feel like,
Trash.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the game where, like, the 2 tile skip thing is, like, really intuitive, and, like, seemingly this should have been even more intuitive. It was kinda less intuitive, so, I felt like that was tripping me up a little bit, but, um, I just love the way that they structured it, allowing the kind of unlimited supply chest right there. You're not brewing down to, 1 stats, and, you're truly
Yes.
truly getting to focus on the mechanics, and even if you are getting, shit on, um if you're sitting there eating the whole time, you're gonna die regardless. So, I mean, you still have to kinda learn the fight well enough to just, not just brew through it. So, thought it was a killer fight, great quest. I'm gonna tell you though, dude, I made a mistake. I made a big mistake on this quest, brother Bill. I, I don't know. Yeah, that's right. Quest Helper did not have this out yet because I didn't do it day one, but I did it like week one or whatever. And so I'm just
Yeah.
like I'm reading that Wikipedia synopsis just like you, dog. And I missed a crucial line. So towards the little mansion part where you're like solving all the puzzles in the mansion, you have to bring back 3 items to that whatever that case is and put them all in there and open it up. I get to
Mhm.
that part, which is the final part of the like mansion portion, and I'm missing an item, and I'm like, no, I've already done everything. Like, what's going on? I had missed one line of text saying to pick one thing up. I had done the puzzle. I'd gone into the room, but I had not picked the thing up, and I had to backtrack, and I could not follow the guide to backtrack because, you have all those emblems to try to open the little trash can things to get you in the door. So, like, I had to completely unsolve and resolve the entire mansion to get back to the first puzzle room to get the item out and then work my way back. Absolute hell on earth.
Damn. Yeah. So I
Tough.
waited till it came out on Quest Helper, which was a couple days ago, right?
Mhm.
It still took me 5.5 hours for the entire quest. And here's why: the Quest Helper is not cut and dry.
Nope.
You get to the point where you have to make the potion, and then you have to go in the room and blow up the mansion, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Okay. It says on Quest Helper, if you need inventory space, you can destroy the keys
Mm.
at this point. Once you destroy one key, Quest Helper thinks you don't have the key
Oh, no.
anymore, and it backtracks you like 8 steps. So I had to go to the wiki and I
Oh,
had
no.
to figure out exactly what I was doing.
Yep.
And thank God I didn't backtrack. I was about to. I was about to go back and get the key again because I'm like, they fucked me. No,
Yep.
it's just a glitch. If you destroy the key when Quest Helper tells you to just, you could do it. Quest Helper will be like, oh, he doesn't have this key. Let's take him back 4 steps. So,
Brutal.
yeah. So I went through the wiki. I read through the whole thing, and I didn't backtrack, and I still finished that part. But yeah, it's not cut and dry. Plus, Quest Helper does not have help for the fight besides text on the screen
Mm.
that tells you what you could have read on the wiki anyway.
Yep. Yep. Well, I feel like the vibes of the whole place, like the way the quest kind of built up and seeing what's her face, like Saffalon's mom or whatever her name is or whatever, but vibes were solid. Fight was solid. Did not like the puzzle mansion, whatever, haunted mansion with Ed Murphy out here. I was not feeling that, but we survived it. I love the mechanics of the boss fight. I am slightly worried about, I guess, one thing, which is you hear little murmurs on Reddit every now and then about like, oh, we should have a parry mechanic. We got Soul, the parry mechanic with the Soul Heritage. You can pray melee or whatever. And now in this fight, we got the whole like, Drakon, you're dodging this and you're rolling over these waves. I'm like, I don't want to become Dark Souls, man. Like for real. Like I've played
Yes.
Elden Ring. I made it through one demi boss and I was like, I'm out. Like I can't play this. I ain't trying to have old soul RuneScape out here. Like, how do you feel about these like Dark Souls mechanics?
Yeah. So speaking about the waves is wonderful because 3 of my 4 deaths were to the waves.
Mm,
And it wasn't like after the waves when he shoots the mage at me, I got that
right.
prayer flicked down. It was the waves themselves. My problem with it, there's 2 things. Number 1, this is a 2001 point and click adventure game that still runs on game ticks, 0.6-second game ticks that were designed to run with Java web browser. It is not
Crazy.
meant to do that. Okay. With that said, I liked the fight. Number
Yeah.
2.
Hold up. Hang on. You
Yeah.
click over a red wave and it's like, pause. Please enter this capture here and download the zip file. Open the pack. You're like, come on, man. It's like Java, get a
bro,
random event mid wave
bro,
stall.
bro. The second thing, and this really irks me. You said you're hearing talk on Reddit, right? So there's a lot of talk on the internet like, oh, they're going to add this mechanic into Raids 4. I don't care about that. As of right now, this is a 25-year-old video game that has this mechanic that just came out on one unreplayable quest
Yep.
only boss.
Yep.
No, thank
Yep.
you.
Keep it that
It
way.
should have been released somewhere else. It shouldn't have been released in the quest. Again, with that said, after getting over me complaining about it, I did quite enjoy learning that fight, and
Yeah.
beating it was very satisfying.
I'm about to say, I can't lie, man. Once you get a couple like perfect four sequences in there of like dodge, dodge,
Oh,
dodge. I mean, dude, the little sound to the, I
mhm.
mean, man, swishing my sword, baby. And you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. Uh,
Bro, yeah.
That's pretty dope. It's pretty dope for real. Not gonna lie, but yeah, dude, we're a far cry from roll up to bandos, pray melee, and prayer and pray for it. I mean, you're just like hoping, please God. I'm just sitting there hitting like, please let me win. It's D&D
Mm,
in real life, but man, I mean, it's exploratory. We're pushing the boundaries. Oh 07 me could have never imagined it, but I'm here for it. We just gotta implement it well. Don't be out here making me parry stuff. I ain't trying to get, Godskin Noble, Elden Ring, freaking, waifu taxed out the wazoo. But, I'll take a little Drakon here and there. I'll take a little Drakon. Now, how do you feel about Vampirium as a whole? Like going to Vampirium, I love that it's on the Drakon's medallion, whatever. You can just pop back over there, say what's up to the homies. How do you feel about the vibes, the activities out there? You tried the Maggot King. Talk to me.
yeah, yeah. All right. So I'm gonna tell you exactly my experience with Vampirium, right? I went in, I talked to Safflon, and then I went and did the last quest I needed to get my quest cape, and I haven't gone back.
Attaboy. He said, "Hey
Yeah.
man, glad you're out here, homie. I'm gonna catch you later. We'll keep it a
I
buck
said,
with
hey, look at this new content. Nice. Never coming back here.
you." It's cool, man. It's cool out there. I mean, I like some of the stuff they put out there. I can't say I've tried a ton of it. I've done probably Maggot King more than anything else. I did a little of the Bloodwood, like wood cutting stuff. I do want to talk about it a little bit, even though you don't have a ton of experience with it. I think Maggot King's cool. I do. It's a cool fight. I like that we're doing like it's standard spell book, which is interesting. There's very few bosses in this game that require the standard fire spells to kill it. Um, there's a mechanic, I'm not sure if you've seen or heard about it, where uh, the Maggot King kind of comes down and starts starts giving you head. If I'm honest, he's throwing his head out there, hitting four lanes of traffic as his little nubs are running around. But the little like there's like this two tick. I don't even know how you describe it. I don't know the name of the technique, but like you're doing like a hit, step back, step under, hit, step back, step under, and it is smooth, man. I think it took like two tries to kind of get it ironed out, but it feels really good. And then at the end of the fight, you can just do that the whole remaining like 30% of the fight feels solid. I don't love that how long the fight is though. Like I'm one who is very much in favor of like the get in, get out, like 1 minute, 2 minute kill bosses. So having like I mean, if you're max gear, like maybe three, four, minute boss to like a 5 6 minute boss in mid game gear, like it's kind of slow. Um, but it's cool. I mean, it's cool. It's a good addition to the game. Kiston's dope. Love to get my hands on one of those. Um, what you know about this bloodwood chopping? You seen any of this?
No, so here's the thing. I've had 99 woodcutting
Oh, I
since
yeah.
about 2 weeks before they came out with forestry. So I really don't have
I got
any
it.
experience with anything of that.
So I went out there and tried it because they were pitching it as like, I guess, sort of the answer to tick manipulation, where we're getting away from knife log and all this. So just the general, to describe it to you, there are bloodwood trees in Vampirium, and you chop them one time, and it starts their bleed, and there's like this little red health bar thing that is trickling down, and you have to kind of keep it full. And the way you chop these trees is you double click your character and then click the tree to pull your axe back 2 clicks and then 1 click to swing. So it's like this constant da 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 da. It's very rhythmic and it's cool. But I'm like, how would anybody want to do this for more than 5 minutes? Like the gameplay loop is legitimately 3 clicks. There's no like, oh, I'm hitting the boss and waiting, and then 10 seconds later I move, and then 5 seconds later I'm doing this mechanic. It's like the entire
Mm,
mechanic is click, 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 click. Like I could not do that for more than 10 minutes. Now they released an AFK version where you just hit it once and chill, which I much prefer. But I think there's definitely they're onto something with this type of thing, which is essentially proving that the game can kind of do like held click registering, if that makes sense, because you're double clicking into the same tick and it's like tracking that. And you're swinging your axe, like pursue more of it for sure. But we gotta like lengthen the loop, man. Like 1 second is just, I mean, dude, I mean, it's absolutely wrist annihilating to do it more than 5 minutes. But
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's alright. It's alright though. Have not tried this fishing out there. I've not tried much of this hunting stuff out there, but lot of cool potential out there. Definitely try out the hunter. It's supposed to be like 150K an hour, AFK. So, I mean, if you had to give Blood Moon in totality, quest, boss fight, Vampirian, Maggot King, all the activities, 1 out of 10, where would you go on it?
I give the quest a 10 out of 10. And don't tell anybody about this. Well, the internet's going to know about it, but I
They gonna know.
hated thinking about it. I hated planning for it. I hated doing it. I get to the final boss fight. I'm like, this fucks. Like this is good, dude.
Yeah.
Like this is good
Yeah.
content. Now, I haven't
True.
done any of the extra stuff because as I told you earlier, I did about 45 quests in a 3-week span, just under a month. And so like I've been having fun with Forecath. I've been having
Mhm.
fun with everything else that I've unlocked. The CG update. I've been doing Gauntlet. I've been doing things that I can make 200K in 10 minutes or more,
Yeah.
um, because I am currently in debt about 110 mil to some people.
No.
And so I,
No.
yeah, bro, yeah, I had my
Gotta pay my
buddy front me some money. I merged my other buddy's Elder Mall,
um,
so I could get the corrupted, both
okay. Hey, look,
and the crystal armor.
worthy cause. There ain't nothing like
Yeah,
that first Bofa, man. There ain't nothing like that first Bofa. It's so
bro.
smooth, corrupted, ain't gotta charge it. You got the
Hmm.
crystal on. Big question is, what color did you go with?
I went with purple dog, and my crystal armor's black.
Come on with that. I got the black crystal.
Yeah,
I think
black crystal, purple bow.
I got that black bow though. You know what I'm saying? I had to keep it 100 on that one. But
Mm,
dude, we're gonna get to those gauntlet changes. But before we do, we got to lighten things up a little bit here. So I've been strolling on out to Gertrude's cat for a couple decades now, and it's about time to head on out to Mauritania for a little rough situation. Woof woof. How do you feel about this
mhm.
dog quest? Have you voted for the poll yet?
I voted for the poll. I am a little angry though. I'm a little
Oh,
angry there's no wiener dogs.
oh,
Where's my
dude.
wiener dog, bro?
They gotta allow some breeding. They gotta allow breeding in this game, dude. It's some Tamagotchi Pokemon situation.
On
Where
God.
where's the weenie dog, man? Where's he at?
I don't know, bro. They got pugs. You're bringing a pug?
They got
That's an
pugs.
abomination, bro. A
I,
pug isn't he can't breathe.
dude, I'm gonna get
Where's
some
my
hate.
wiener dog?
I'm gonna get some hate. I don't like pugs at all.
Me either, dog. You ain't getting no hate from me.
We'll get it. We'll take it in the comments. Dude, I feel like they're, they're really like doubling and tripling down on the dog breeds because I mean they started showing off of these reels and these news posts. I'm like, damn, there's like 50 dogs I can get in this game. There's like 4 cats. Shout out Gertrude. I mean, dang.
Mm,
Uh, what's gonna be that first dog you're snagging?
shit, they better put the wiener dog in, bro. No, but if I did have to pick, it'd be one of the little ones, like the little terrier. But also, eh, let's talk about how much Jagex is pushing this, dude. Like, they didn't push Blood Moon with the brand new mechanic and a
Yeah.
25-year-old game this much. And they're like,
Dude,
what's up? What's up, crackers? Dogs. Like, huh?
raise your hand if you had a Nintendo 3DS back in the day. Out in RuneScape, dog. Dude, they're loving it for real. I mean, I'm stoked. I've been sending reels to my boss. I've been sending them to my wife. I'm about to get a dog in the game. I'm asking for tips on naming it. Like it's gonna be lit. September. They're gonna
Bro,
crack
uh, that's all I get. I get RuneScape. Okay, this is my Reels page, right?
Mhm.
It's rappers that nobody knows about because I like to find them. So now they're feeding them to me. It
Yep.
is RuneScape dog posts, and it
Yep.
is Spyro the Dragon with grills drinking lean. Okay, I've built this brick by brick. This is my for you page.
Brick by brick algorithm. Mine, I'm gonna have to go. I got BenadrylBill showing up on mine all the time.
Hell yeah.
It's feeding me deep cuts too, man. Like short hair Bill. I'm getting a little bit of that going.
Shit.
A little bit of that. A little bit of that. I'm getting some RuneScape dogs for sure. Nintendogs 2.0. I'm getting a lot of ads, man. I can't tell what's an ad anymore these days. AI's gone crazy with it. But yeah, dude, we built these algorithms. We're the ones to blame. But I'm definitely stuck with the rough situation. I mean, it's very on the nose. We're trading it in for blood runes out there and to the vampires. I want all the dogs, man. I want every single one of them. Put them in my house. Daggone pet shelter in my POH. Pets
Yes.
are home. So, anyways, stoked on that, man. Stoked on that. Well, we got plenty to talk about today. We got stuff like Bronze Man coming up, Summer Sweep Up coming up. We're gonna get there. In fact, let's go straight to this Summer Sweep Up. I mean, every year, dude, since they started doing this, the updates are goaded. I mean, it's the simplest stuff. I mean, the first one that really, 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 really caught my attention was the Slayer Sweep Up. I guess it was last year, maybe 2 years ago. So clean, so good, like splitting out the block list for the Masters and all that other mess. But we got some good stuff this year. Obviously, Gauntlet changes, Cox rewards, Sepulcher, some other quality of life. Let's talk Gauntlet changes because I spent,
Yes.
I spent a fair amount of time in the Gauntlet. I even got that plugin where it shows you the pop up for the chest. Real gamers got that. We already talked about this last time. I snagged that Young Lift on 4KC. If I'm not mistaken, I believe you have something to tell me about that pet, my friend. You've been holding it back.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, bro. So they did the gauntlet update. I was about 10 KC regular gauntlet, right?
Of course.
Stackable shit. Now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do CG. I hate to break it to you, bro. 3 KC young lift.
There's simply simply no way.
Swear to God, Doug. 3 KC young lift at
No
1
way.
a.m. It was 1 in the morning. I had just died twice
Did
in a
you wake the
row.
neighbors?
Huh?
Did you wake the neighbors? Dude, I would
No, dude.
have rung their doorbells and shown them the screenshot.
I was on FaceTime with my girl, and I'm like, she's asking me because she's been getting really into the game lately, and she's asking me questions about something. And I was like, baby, give me 4 minutes and I'll take you there. Like, I don't remember what it was because she's like, okay. And then I fucking open the chest and I don't even notice the pet until like I get the drop down thing. And I'm just like, 50K, you gotta be shitting me. Like I made 50, and then I see the pet, and I'm like, baby, I got the pet. I got
Bro.
the pet. And she's like, I want a pet.
Oh my god, dude.
she's been like playing so hard. And I just took her to Winter Talk, and we've been doing that, but she doesn't have a pet. I get the Young Live pet on 3KC corrupted gauntlet. So I had to run it back. You get a drop, you run it
Oh, you
back, right?
got to.
Ran it back, I didn't get anything. But
Oh,
I've
yeah,
been really
it's never
enjoying it, man.
dude, it's I've probably done 10-20 since the changes. It's so smooth, bro. It's so smooth.
Bro.
The noted resources, or not noted, stackable resources.
Yeah.
Why could we not have had this day one? I mean, you're telling me I've done 200 without that? Like, god dang, dude.
Look,
It's so smooth.
everybody that's complaining about it on the internet. Well, I did 1,000 CGs without the stackable resources. Look, let me tell you something. Stackable resources does not change the boss fight. You still have to go in there and you still have to be good at the game,
Yep.
right? It's a top 3 solo boss in terms of difficulty. You still only have 7.5 minutes to figure out your path. You
Yep.
still have 7.5 minutes to get an inventory of food and 1 or 2 potions, depending on what you're doing. And you
Yep.
still have to go in there and you have to dodge floor tiles and tornadoes and projectiles for 1,000 HP. I don't think that it ruined the gauntlet. And I think the people that are complaining that it ruined the gauntlet are saying, like, they did this for Iron Man. No, they did this for Bill, who wants to come home from work and have a challenge, but not like 2 challenges in one. Because the prep for anything in this game,
Oh,
let's
yes.
talk about that. The prep for anything in this game should not be so difficult. Even if
Nope.
it's not difficult, like doing Duke, like after I did DT2 and I go back and fight Duke, why do I have to make fucking potions, dude? Is this fucking Harry Potter? Snape's telling me to make the damn potions and then I stab the guy in the face a couple
Yep.
times?
Yep.
No, dude, that's a dumb mechanic.
Yeah, dude.
Stackable resources is necessary for the gauntlet. I love it.
I agree. I agree. That's not where the difficulty should come from, not in the prep. We just minimize the friction. You know what I'm saying? Make it about the fight itself. Yeah, the stackable resources is goaded. The crystal shards automatically going into your inventory goaded. It's not about, juggling paddlefish and trinilinium, psyllium, billium, whatever. It's about killing the Hunlef. Now, let me ask you about your path here. So you spawn into the corrupted gauntlet. What you doing? Walk me
Yes.
top to bottom.
All right, so here's what I do. I light up the first 3 rooms. Okay?
Got to.
If I get 1 room with 3 resources, so if I get 3 cottons in 1 room, I'm going in that room first. I'm picking all 3 because I run a 2-3-2 build, right? 2 helm, max chest, 2 legs. And then I go into the room with the rats or the bats and I get my weapon thing. I do this because when you get the weapon frame, you can make the bow. When you
Yeah.
have 50 shards, you can make the second bow. And then wherever the resources were, okay, if I picked the cotton to the north, I go all the way down on the north. Now,
Yep.
I do not like the halberd. So I will find the boss, I will find the dragon, I will find the fucking dark beast.
Yep.
I'll keep the halberd if I get it just in case, but usually I got like a minute and a half left. Um After getting almost a full inventory of food and whatnot. And if I have the time, I'll make a teleport crystal and I'll go find the other. Because I want to staff and range it, dude. I don't want to have to run up to him and stab him when he's got 4 tornadoes coming at me.
Same, dude. And I could be wrong. Like, I don't know if the halberd is like a two tile thing, like it is
It
like
is.
halberds are. Okay, it is. I couldn't remember, but I shows you how much I use it. But you need to Google this because you talk about a 2-3-2 build. At least it was forever ago. The splitting of like tiers didn't matter, so it would default to your lowest tier. Like if you had a 2-3-2 on, it's just going to be a set of 2.
Yes.
That may have changed with the sweep up, but I'm straight one tier one guy. I'm same like
Ooh.
you. Open up those couple of first rooms, hop in there, run a little U shape like that, make the bow or the staff, whatever I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Just mix it up a little bit for the gains. Run north, run south, cardinal direction. Find that demi boss. Forget the bear. Dap him up on the tail. Find the dragon. Find the dark beast. You know what it is, but
Yeah.
um, dude, I'm telling you, the Gauntlet is like the great teacher, dude. It's like Master Splinter. I mean, I'm telling you, I was shit at this game until I started doing the Gauntlet. Cryptic
Yes.
Gauntlet made me goaded. It made me use F keys. I finally got away from clicking the little prayer icon. I started using F keys. The first 20 tries that I had at the gauntlet trying to figure out prep, I was like, this is just terrible. Like I was getting, trying to make a tier 3 prep or whatever and just not having any time. So I kind of just forced myself to learn tier 1. But no, dude, these changes so solid, so smooth, much preferred. Should have done it 6 years ago, but we can
Happens,
only
bro.
we can only move forward. Yeah, dude, freaking three KC Younglift is crazy. Um,
Nuts.
but yeah, Summer Sweep Up came out. That's been awesome. I'm really itching to get into Sepulcher now because I guess I can access tier 5. Let me pull up the skill guide really quick. Is it 85 or 87 here? Let's look at this. Sepulcher. Hello Sepulcher floor 5 is 87. Okay, so I need to get to 82 and then I can boost it. But I can go to floor 4 now, which is 77. So I did a bunch of agility, to do, or a bunch of sepulcher to get agility to 80. So I've done floors through 3, a ton of times. How much time you spent down there at the sepulcher? You done any of that?
Are we counting leagues or no?
We will count leagues. Why not? It's kind of the same. I mean, you can't
Yeah,
league your way through clicking 1 and 2 tiles.
that's true. So I've done a bunch because every other year, most years I pick Mori. This year I
Mhm,
did not. Um, but yeah, dude, I've done the Sepulcher on leagues probably 3 years in a row,
mm.
and I'm always really good at getting to the last floor. And then there's just so much space between that last checkpoint, and I just
Really?
can't make it happen, dude.
I have no experience on floor 5. I
Oh,
definitely itching to check it out, but it seems fun. I mean, I like it in general. Um, I think that I mean, this kind of gets into a side tangent, but if anybody out there has listened to my skilling episode, the thing that Sepulcher's doing it's bringing a common mechanic from PVM into skilling, which is movement and placement and timing, and there's like nothing else like that for skilling that has anything like it. I mean, you have the Fisher Price version, maybe with Volcano for dodging the floor spots or whatever, but
mm,
Sepulcher is all about movement, and I just think this is kind of what skilling needs. I mean, we need more of these adopted PVM mechanics without everything being skilling boss because Winter Tide, all this, what is this? What is his name? Oh my God, Temperos, all these
temporal.
skilling boss. Yeah, they're not really doing it. I mean, it's skilling boss by the fact that there's a big guy in the middle. I mean, outside of that, you're not
Yeah,
doing anything that feels remotely like a boss fight. So, yeah, I think everything needs to take a note out of the Sepulcher's textbook here. Solid, stoked
yeah.
to check out floor 5. We were talking a little bit earlier about these Cox rewards. Now, I have very little chambers experience. How many chambers have you done?
Ooh, actually, I got it pulled up right here. Let me tell you. I did a couple because the first thing I ever did when I wasn't just an AFK skiller, my boys made me do a Cox. That was before Theater of Blood was even out.
Yep.
Um, I have 15 chambers done. Um, and to be honest, I'm glad they updated the rewards, but chambers needs an update in the sense of like, why do I have to get in a party with my boys and then click the board
Yeah.
and then I go into it and it's just it feels outdated compared to TOA, compared to theater, compared to this new one that's going to come out that everybody's saying is going to have the parry mechanic in it.
Yeah.
Chambers needs an update and not for drops. And I understand they might want like a beginner raid ish, if you will, but like if you're doing a challenge mode chambers, which from my knowledge is kind of like non existent now, but if you're doing all of that, brother, those bosses are harder than doing a TOA.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why. Okay, we're making the rewards better to roll because we dropped the weight of the prayer scrolls, which is fine. Which, by the way,
Mhm.
2KC Omelet Pet was on a Dex. It was on a Dex,
Dude.
so like that was like a 4 mil split between me and the guys or whatever it was. But it's like, thank you for giving me more money, and I hate to bitch about it because like I want easy money, but also like it's just so stale. Like Cox is so stale.
Yeah.
I hate. I groan when they're like, "Let's go do Cox." I'm like, "Ugh, you would want to do Cox. Like, let's go do a TOA, bro. Those are fun."
Dude, yeah, I'm telling you what, because the whole like, raid scouting is a whole mess. And again, we're talking about prep being the friction and gauntlet. I mean, the same is true for raids because the prep is finding a freaking party. Like the
Hmm.
party system in this game is it's not even outdated because it's really non-existent. I mean, they have the ability. I mean, at least the infrastructure because they do. What is it? The PvP Amir's Arena where you can just like, yeah, I'm going to join a match in whatever amount of time, and it'll like spawn you in there when there's a party ready kind of
Hold that
thing.
thought.
Oh yeah,
Amir's Arena, right? Gas. It's so
gas.
gas
Talk
when
to me.
you want to imbue something, bro.
Ooh.
So here's what's up. I just had to imbue my salve amulet because I never imbued it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 800,000 nightmare points, or you could just go to the the PvP Amir's Arena World, click the matchmaking, it'll match you up with someone, run out of the arena, leave, just don't even fight them. You get
Yeah.
12 points. It's
Nice.
200 points for an imbue scroll.
Easy.
So
Easy.
it's like, why wouldn't I spend 30 minutes doing that instead of three
Yeah.
hours at Nightmare Zone?
Dude,
Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm like, I just did that shit and I hated it, but it was so quick.
it's proof of concept. Like you can go and say, "Hi, game. I'd like to do this in the next 5 minutes," and it's like, "Cool. We'll find somebody comparable out there that wants to do the same." I'm like, why can we not get just the simplest version of matchmaking style stuff, or like partying up for a raid? It makes no sense to me that we got to go out here to this
Exactly.
account and download this plugin. I got to stream it on Discord. I got to like mail a dude a letter with my bank pin number, all this other crap. Just want to play the game. But I
I just
agree.
want to play the game.
Cox is so tedious. I remember I mean, this has been years upon years. I mean, I was nowhere near having, max combat or anything, but my brother-in-law logged in one time and like, dude, I learned how to do Cox. We're going to go do a raid. I'm like, all right, man, like whatever. He's like, we can probably do it in 25 minutes, learn how to run the ohm head, yada, yada, yada. 3.5 hours later, I'd probably died 60 times. I am I am miserable. I'm like, "Get me out of this place." He had no clue what he's doing. He's like trying to, like give me shouts like, "Oh, drop this and move here and you got to pray." I'm like, "Dude, what are we doing right now?" It's like 2 in the morning. I want to be anywhere but in front of Ohm right now. So needless to say, I've had a bad taste in my mouth for the old omelet out there, but I might give it a shot now. I mean, I might go out there and try challenge mode, just hop in there solo, I got the gear to do it, why not? Like if the weighting of the items is truly, sort of mellowed out a little bit and it's not extremely, far-fetched to pull something decent, I might check it out. But I mean, I'm kind of with you. I'm like, why not just go run some Toa, pull a shadow at some point, then the rest is history. But
Yeah.
how do you feel about raids 4 coming out? So the fractured archive. We've seen one of the bosses. We've got the rewards poll. Let's talk about these rewards. So, are you familiar? Have you read through the rewards blogs?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So I am not one to judge an item before it comes out, right?
Fair.
The double crossbows are gonna fuck, dude. They are so cool.
I'm gonna have to get on there and put my credit card down for some of them. Have to put a down payment on for these Ascension crossbows, Bo. I'm talking.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be buying bonds. I'm kidding, but dude, these things look sick. On God, I
And then
see.
the other one's what? The mace that you can shoot through like two or three enemies from the back?
Yep, that's the
Bro,
mega
like,
ranger.
so I love that, not for somebody in our situation. Like, you're what? You have max melees and shit?
Yeah, I'm max combat other than prayer.
Yeah, so
My
I'm
whole
92 attack, 94 strength, 92 defense, but like still, that's a good option. It's going to be expensive where it's like, okay, you either need to buy this or you need to buy bonds to buy this. But for people like instead of doing like I'm sick of crabs, man. Like I
Mm,
send my girlfriend to do the crab, but like if you get that and you go down, you can go do maniacal monkeys with that thing.
yeah,
You can go do pretty much anything in the game. All the way down to Anku, bro. You can just like swipe that shit. Like it's gonna be cool for people, but I
Yeah,
think it's gonna fall short, just like the Kiston is, because the Kiston is really cool, but when you look at it at face value, it's like mid game, top tier mid game. It's not like
yeah,
end game weapon.
yeah. I mean, the Kiston, of course, put it out there as a spec weapon or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest with you. It's a little bit tangential, but I'm like, should we have weapons in the game that are just spec weapons? I'm like, maybe, I guess. I mean, this whole Void Waker and Kiston thing. But yeah, the Breaker's cool. I think they're playing around with maybe pulling a different name for it, like Obligator or whatever. I didn't hate it being Tazar themed, but when they talk about the Fractured Archive and Guthix has stowed away all these other ancient weapons and artifacts from these gods, I'm like, I don't really consider the Tazar monsters as like one of those factions, really. Like I kind of think of them as their separate volcano people. So I'm like, I don't know about the Breaker being Tazar themed, but whatever they end up with, the concept of the weapon itself is cool. Will I ever own one? Probably not. Probably not very soon, unless I'm willing to get that Chase Sapphire card out. But you know, hey, let me put it on record real quick. I've never bought a bond, sold it, and used the money to get anything in game. I'm all homegrown, baby, grassroots, bluegrass. But no, the breaker's cool. I'm cool with that. The Ascension crossbows are dope. I'm telling you right now, dog. Though I'm stockpiling diamonds because if they come out with this Ascension crossbows and they say it just like they did in the blog, that the only two, bolt tipped bolts are the diamond and onyxes, brother, I want to be sitting on a cloud of Charmin Ultra diamond tips, baby. I'm
Oh
ready
my
to
god.
be chopping them up. I'm ready to merch it. I got me about 10 million of them in the bank, something like that. But it's gonna be a fun time. Um, now, how do you feel about the Rondash, the little shield with the? I mean, again, the parry mechanic. I mean, it's not really parry, right? Like this is more of like storing damage, releasing it back out. How you feel about this Rondash?
Eh. Is that a good response?
I mean, it's it's
Eh.
it's tiny enough to get an eh.
It's I mean, like you said, the storing the damage and letting it out, like we have that with the DFS, right? Um,
Yeah.
it's just my problem is the crossbows are so gas, right? It's just like it sounds so good. It's a what, 2 or 2.5 tick weapon.
Yeah.
Um, fantastic. Oh, but like if you use enchanted bolts, it only has a 50% chance to proc. Cares, dude. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Uh
Yeah.
you put out a reward like that, and then you give us this mace that you can throw through people, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe after a year that's gonna drop like to like 20 mil, which at this point, 20 mil is like at mid to end game, you should have a 20 mil cash stack unless you just sold your bank and
Oh,
bought something sick.
yeah.
Because I could go to Vorkath right now and make 400K a kill, about 3 or 400K a kill.
Mhm.
But like that, when am I gonna use that little baby ass shield?
It's interesting. I mean, because they're talking about it having, which they're talking about having the same strength bonus as the Avernic defender, which I'm like, that's perfectly fine in my opinion. It gives it some offensive prowess because everybody has to remember it does not come with the accuracy that the Avernic carries, and so
Hmm.
I think it's interesting for the tech. Um, they've pulled it or talked about it a couple times, so it will reflect, not reflect, but store damage from melee range and now mage, which it wasn't going to do it in the first place. So, I mean,
Okay.
full functionality across every boss. That's cool. Um, the only thing that I'm kind of hung up on is like it's technically not supposed to be guaranteed damage. So I don't really know how I feel about that. I'm kind of 60-40 on that or 50-50 because I'm like, if I'm going to sit here and chip myself or let the chip damage be negated or whatever with some degree of flat armor and store up all this damage, like I just want to have a guaranteed 20 or 24 damage or whatever it's going to be and choose when to let that out versus I click it and maybe I get the full 24. Like I don't know. It's really not for me to say, but um I'm not gonna lose sleep over that. I still think it's a decent item, but I'm kind of like you. I'm like, eh. I'll tell you what I didn't like is all this conversation about what if we broke down the Avernic Defender and put the studs on the Rondash. I'm like, what are we doing, dude? Like, what are we doing? We're out here playing
They want to
Monopoly.
do the fortified Masori, bro, and stop it.
All yeah, I'm just yeah, with that in particular, I'm like, dude. get over ourselves. We're it's on we're
Yes.
coming up on what 10 years of theater of blood. If you haven't gotten a verdict at this point, sue me. But yeah, Ron Dash is decent. I don't know. They've talked about this Zarya's tome, which has gone from like this
Yes.
cane to this whatever else it's become. So I don't even. I'm gonna have to pull up the blog to read this. I don't even know what this thing is.
It's supposed to be a book now.
It's a book now, right? So let me go back and read this thing. So it's a book. And pull up the blog right here. So, okay, Zarya's Tome. It's an enchanted book full of magical wisdom that would make even the wizard's tower's inhabitants blush. All right, Mod Kieran, we see you. Okay, fire it off, whatever. What is the special? Okay, so we're presenting this. It delivers a special attack DPS in a novel way with far more flair. So the special attack fires off a magical attack that hits 150% increased accuracy and 60% increased damage. If the attack hits, which it should, then your next 3 attacks have 150% increased accuracy and 60% damage as well, and reduced attack delay. So, as I understand that, you switch into this two-handed book, you spec. If it lands, you can swap back to your wand, your sang, or whatever, and your next 3 hits are going to be the exact same perks, and you're going to hit them in one
Yep.
tick.
That's
Cool.
what I heard. I like that there's a book weapon. That's
It's pretty
my
cool.
main thing.
It's pretty cool. It's better than the cane, better than the wand or whatever. I think the book weapons. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this art right here. It's pretty dope, dude. It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Zorda's Tome, pretty rad. I'm into it. I'm definitely into it. I feel like there was talk about like your when you start specking with it, like your character is going to be frozen in place, like you can't move or something. I don't know if that's still part of the thing here, but um, let's see here. So it says the tome should shine versus enemies where dragon claws accuracy falls short, or the hit points are too low to let the Zerat crossbow shine. They can always tweak it. Yada yada yada. Who doesn't want a giant book firing off spells? Me. No, that's cool. I mean, I'm here for it. What you think this thing's gonna retail at MSRP?
Or like first week.
Let's go first week and the first month, first year. Give me 3
Shit.
prices.
Okay. So from
Bob Marley
what
price
I've
is right.
heard, it's gonna be a 3-tick mage weapon, a 2-handed 3-tick mage weapon, and it's supposed to be really good with that spec. Again, like back to your conversation about the spec weapons. It's definitely a spec weapon. I feel like they're putting all these weapons in that would be good for PvP, but as far as I'm concerned, PvP is pretty much dead.
Yeah,
Unless you're a streamer or somebody who's trying to be a streamer, which is fine. But
sure.
that hoe, day one, the first one that pops, bro, that shit's got to be going for at least 3 bill or more.
3 bill. Oh,
3 bill, bro. 3-tick mage weapon with a spec that does 150 accuracy, 60% more damage. And if it hits, which it will, those are your words, is going to do 3 more attacks at 150 accuracy and 60% damage. Are you shitting me?
it's
That
much.
shit's going to be expensive. Bro, that's a Louis V belt on RuneScape right there. That is a Louis V suit, belt, and never full bag, dog. Like that, you just got kitted out of the Louis Vuitton store with that thing.
Two stepping in my Jordans. You know who's gonna have this day one on their 10-minute, 37-second video is all solo bitch
Solo, solo bitchless, dude. I fucking knew it.
talking about no soap to ass solo, man.
Hey
Um,
guys, it's me, Solo Vision. I got the book. Fuck you,
don't worry, my neck's not getting any longer. No, dude. And he's gonna be craning that neck to read what's inside this tome, brother. Talking about some
bro.
50 bill.
Bro, get this. All right, so we talked about the rewards, right? There's also the piety prayer scroll
Dude, hang
that's
on.
gonna upgrade.
It's gonna be
Wait, wait,
sick.
wait, wait.
I read
I'm
it
gonna
again
run
today.
back real quick.
Run it back, run it back, run it back.
We're gonna run it back to all this stuff, but you got that, and then you got the melee magic hybrid, which we'll get into both of those in a minute, right? The melee magic hybrid armor, and they're talking about here's the Rondachi. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Damn it, Bill, you made
That's gonna be like, dude. That's gonna be like when you go to TOA and you get a purple and it's the fucking ring. You're gonna be pissed, like you're gonna be mad.
I was so mad just now. I just clicked my teleport crystal and left this crash star. Dude, no. Yes, yeah, the Ron Dash. He's gonna come out with a fart noise instead of the collection log, but okay, zeal. I'm reading to the blog. We're talking about 25% accuracy or strength, 25% defense, and 28% on the attack. I'm like, can we just get a round number in here? Like, what does it take to get a round number in RuneScape, dog? What is this? 25% attack, 28% strength, and 25%
Mhm.
defense.
Yeah.
Just give me 30. Just give me 30% strength. I don't understand. What is the problem?
Listen, they'll say back to you, well, what about a game tick being half a second? No, it's point 0.6, idiot. You chose this game and you're just going
Yeah,
to take it. You're going to take it. Just like Nintendo
right.
continuing to release old games, you're just going to take it. You're going to pay for it and you're going to be mad that you did it, but you're going to love it, but you're going to hate it. It's like Stockholm Syndrome with this game, right? I feel trapped, but I feel safe and I hate it.
I love how
And I
Nintendo's like,
love
man,
it.
somebody's got to go first and start charging $80 for digital download only games that we've already released on the Wii U.
Yeah,
Regular
dude.
American dude, I'm like, get out! My kids out here talking about, let me get Donkey Kong, whatever. I'm like, we got Donkey Kong at home, bro, and it's like a Nintendo 64. Good lord, don't even get me started on Nintendo, man. All right, raids. I'm raiding. You're raiding. He, she, we, they is raiding. It's gonna be a good ass time. What are they? When is this? When is this raid coming out? I mean, do we have a release date here?
Have
Let me
they?
read it.
I don't think so. I haven't seen anything. I mean, to be honest, it says autumn of 2026.
Yeah, autumn when the leaves fall, man. I'll believe it. But I guess this poll. Oh wait, this poll's already come and gone. Oh, I voted on this. What am I talking about? I already voted in this. All right, we're straight on that one. Then we're straight. All right, so we talked summer sweep up. There's a lot going on in the game right now. Let me ask you this. This is actually a little off topic, but not terribly. How do you feel about the pace of updates in this game? I mean, obviously we get something every week. Could be small, could be big, whatever. How do
Yeah.
you feel about the pace of updates overall?
Okay, so now that I'm actually playing the game and I'm catching up and I'm doing all the quests and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, um, I feel like over the past year, they have done so much with the game. I mean, let's think the past 365 days, right?
Yup.
We got Gridmaster. We had Deadman Annihilation. We had Leagues. We had 2 or 3 new quests coming out. If you add the dog one, it's 3 or 4 new quests. They're doing so much with this game, and I love that it's so alive. However, I just got my fucking quest cape, so that dog quest better not be some bullshit. I
Yeah.
want to finish it and get my quest cape back on, even though it's going to sit in the bank and I'm never going to wear it. I want to have
Abs-
the option to wear it. But
Dude.
yeah, no, I think it's really good, man. I think I love that the game is more alive than ever. As we talked last time, I went to Chicago for the Dead Man All Stars season 3, even though it was put on by Solo Bitchless. Don't really care for him. Probably a really nice guy. I just hate him for my own accord because he plays the game too much. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I feel like there is no MMO that is as alive as Old School RuneScape is right now, not even World of Warcraft. And I feel like they're going in the right direction. However, all you'll see online is people pissed off and saying that they're catering to Iron Men and shit. But like, you're still going to log in the game, you're still going to pay your membership fee, you're still going to enjoy clicking on trees and then doing something entirely different until the trees chop down.
Yep. I'm right there with you, man. I think the pace of the updates, I kind of go back and forth with the pace in particular. Like the quality updates is solid. Like the actual content we're getting, super, super good. You know, when I'm in my more busy seasons, I'm not able to play as much or whatever. Like I'm like, gosh, dang, can they slow down a little bit? Like I got all this stuff to do, but it's the game that never ends, man. I mean, I'm here for it. You know, for the long haul. I'm gonna be playing this in a nursing home one day. Like, come here, grandson, look at this King Black Dragon. You know, whatever it's gonna be, but. You know, who knows what we're doing at that point, but yeah, I mean, I was just kinda scrolling through while you were talking, looking back at, like, in the news blogs or whatever for the past year. I mean, so much content, dude. I mean, they were talking about Blood Moon Rises in January, doing polls for it. We got Cow Boss, we got the official podcast, we got the Dead Man All-Stars like you talked about. We've got the 25th anniversary of the game. I mean, just content after content after content. Leagues, obviously huge, so Yeah, man, I think the game is in really good hands. Truly do not understand the level of hate this game gets on Reddit from people who play it. You just described. Like these guys got 2 accounts, an alt, an Iron Man, a UIM, a Skiller, and they're still complaining. I'm like, fellas, you're dropping 490 on the game a month. Like, and I'm talking count to the hundreds place, dog. Like you're swiping a Chase Sapphire to play this thing on a Business Ink card. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, I think it's in a good spot. I'm gonna be here till the cows come home. The cow boss comes home, Brutus. But yeah, sometimes I'm like, look, we could slow it down just a little bit. Like let a brother that's got a career catch up. But you know, we're gonna be there for it. Now I'll tell you this though. Speaking of updates, if they could do 2 things for this game that aren't even in the game itself, it would make me elated. Number one, and they're working on it, so I give them some slack. But we got to get customer support in a better state than it's in. As somebody who works at a small business and nothing like Jagex, but understands like how systems work and just seeing other companies that are billion-dollar companies out there, like why is the customer support as bad as it is? I don't ever need it, but I'm worried if I ever had to have it, like I can just kiss my character goodbye. Like I'm never getting him back. Like you're not going to get anybody on the other end. We've got to figure that out. And the second thing that I want that I understand it that they would say, "Oh, this is a lost revenue opportunity, whatever." But guess what? You're not making any money off of it right now. Give us 1 extra character per membership that we pay for. Meaning, I
Yes.
want to pay. I want to pay for 1 membership and have access to another character. Just to give me 2, and if they want to come out with some way where I can like pick and choose which character I want to log in that has membership, even better. Like let me pay for 1 membership, but I can only log into 1 character at a time, but have 3 characters that I can assign that membership to. I would love that. I
Yes.
would love to play this new Bronze Man mode coming out. I would love to try Iron Man, but I'm not going to pay another set of 3 monthly memberships to do it. I feel like WoW's kind of got us beat in that regard. All the word on the street is, you can have 10, 15 characters in WoW for 1 membership price. So how do you feel about that? How do you feel about customer support and multiple characters?
Yeah. So that's the thing. If you're going to be allowed to bake 10, 15 characters on one Jagex account, that's one Jagex account, 1 membership. I shouldn't have to pay
Nope.
15 membership fees. Hold on, real quick. Am I still, are you on still?
Logged into the game? Yeah.
Yeah. Does it say I'm still logged in?
It said you logged out.
Okay, good. I might be banned.
No way.
Bro, it literally disconnected me like 5 minutes ago. Hold on.
You 6 hour
It
log?
says it says either your account's still logged in or the last world you have.
Okay, hang
Okay,
on.
why?
Let's troubleshoot this. We were just talking player support. What were
Yeah,
you doing?
bro. Let's talk about some damn. I was bank standing. I wasn't even doing anything.
So you might have been in combat.
No, I was standing at the bank in Priv. Anyway,
No
fuck
way.
it. We'll figure that out in like 5 minutes. If I just logged out,
Oh
maybe
god.
whatever.
Oh no.
So going back to that, I'll be pissed if they did this shit. We'll get into that
Wait, what
customer support here in just
what
a second.
what would they have to ban you for? What have you been doing?
I ain't done shit, bro.
Civil
Back in like 2017, I almost bought gold, and I said,
no,
"Nah, I'm not getting banned." So I
not
haven't done
worth it.
anything. I mean,
That's
unless
hilarious.
they're mad that I got such good luck. But yeah,
I mean,
no, I think
yeah,
one
yeah.
membership cost 15, 15 characters. That might be a lot, but like, if you're, there's no reason why they shouldn't do that. I
Yeah,
mean,
dude,
these
somebody had a
content creators are making these snowflakes, right?
and they're
And
giving
they're
them membership.
paying for each. Yes, they're giving them to it for free. We got to pay for that.
I know, man. Somebody had a post the other day on Reddit talking about like a scaled pricing structure where it was like, 15 gets you the one, an extra 5 gets you a second one. Like that's a little bit more reasonable. Like I would go up and I'd pay $20 a month to have 2. I'm not going to pay $30 a month to have 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay $45 a month to have 3. I got 4 mouths to feed in this house, and 2 of them are under the age of 4. So, catch me not doing that. But yeah, man, I'd love to try some more of these game modes and mess around a little bit, but not at the expense of my wallet. So, all right, so they just started talking about this Bronze Man mode. How do you feel about Bronze Man? Because I'm kind of here for it. Not gonna lie.
That's what Nine Rain did, right?
I think so. There's been a lot. There's kind of two types, right? Like there's like the PvP Bronze Man, and then the just Iron Man Light, which is Bronze Man. So the PvP is like I can kill anybody in the wilderness or whatever, bounty hunter, whatever it is, and like unlock those items. Cool. The one that they're polling is a non-PvP version, so you just have to play like an Iron Man. But when you get that item, you can trade it on the GE. So if you get a
Yeah,
potion
yeah.
dose, whatever, yeah, you can get all that. So uh, yeah, you think you're gonna check it out? Like you think it's a good thing to come to the game? How you feel about it?
I don't think I'm gonna check it out. I've watched enough Nine Rain videos to
Yeah.
figure that out. I do think it's a good thing to bring to the game because I feel like there are some people that want to do an Iron Man, but
Hmm.
like if you catch a fish and you cook a fish, some of these people don't want to catch a million fish and cook a million fish. They want
Don't.
to catch one, cook one, and like, okay, I've unlocked the item, right?
Hmm.
And I could just buy it.
Yep.
Um, I think it's good, but I think it opens gates. I think it
Okay.
opens gates for them to make Kyle Man an official mode and this an official mode and that an official mode. And my problem with it is they're gonna overload the servers with these snowflakes. Um, and they're not gonna be. I think it's a cash grab, dog. I definitely think it's a cash grab because they're going to do that. Like you said, like we just talked about, you're going to have to pay for a membership on that account. But
Yep.
oh, it's going to be fun for 1 to 2 weeks max. And then you're going to be like, I'd rather just play like a hardcore or an ultimate or a regular Iron Man. Now you're making a third account and you're paying for 3 memberships. But yeah, it's not letting me log in. That's fucked up. But if they're going to do all this, but they're not going to make a seasonal year round every 3 months switching for Leagues World. Like I would love to, I'd like to log into a Leagues World right now and like
Yeah.
non points, of course. You know how they have the Dead Man World?
Yeah. Yeah. Give
Yeah,
me one of
you
those.
go play the Dead Man World, but like you don't get Dead Man points for it. Why can't I have a Leagues World where it's like, hey, because I missed the Twisted League. I missed the first one
Same. Same.
because I said that sounds dumb. But like if they were like, hey, for the next 2 months, we're gonna let you log into this world and play the Twisted League. Hell yeah, I want to do that. I want to just try it. Like I just want to have a good time. If my account's not banned or if the
Dude,
server's not offline, but we'll
I'm,
figure that out, I guess,
I'm
tomorrow.
worried about you for real. I'm worried about you,
I'm
dude.
scared, dog. I'm not gonna lie.
God, bro, what about those 50 crystal keys I gave you? No, dude, I feel that. I think Bronze Man, like to wrap that section up, like I will say I've kind of played my accounts like a pseudo bronze man over the years, like at least earlier on, not so much anymore, but I am like decently interested in that because Iron Man is like the thing that I don't like about Iron Man is just all the chores and the upkeep. Like you cannot catch me coming home from my 40 hours a week and all the other responsibilities I have and have to go do 40 herb runs just to like, have a week's worth of playtime on an Iron Man. But a bronze man, I'm like, okay, like the gear is fairly gatekeepy. It's interesting kind of figuring out your supplies and your like routing and stuff. So I may give it a try. But again, the membership cost, I'm like, maybe not. So we'll see. All right. Let's talk one more specific topic that I want to go through really quick. Then we'll take a break. We'll come back and talk about some other fun things. So let's
Yes,
wrap up some of these recent updates here. Worms Crag, the player
love it.
design island. Before we even go to it, let me ask you this. Did you submit anything for the player designed island? Did you turn in your concept?
I did not.
Okay, so let me out myself really quick here. So when they put this pitch out, I knew off the bat. I'm like, I don't have the capability of like designing, a visual version of this island. I certainly cannot do that. But I can give you a damn good story, brother. So let me tell you about the island that I pitched them. You tell me how this stacks up. First of all, with the caveat that in the original blog about this, they're like, we probably don't have the resources to do a boss or anything like that. So just make it real simple for us. I'm like, all right, cool. And what do we have now? Worms Craig with a boss, a quest, and then go to best in slot Slayer Master. I'm like, sick. Okay, cool. So not enough resources. Anyways, I had this idea Oh man, I hope this comes out right. I had this idea to come up with an island called Arland. Okay, Arghland. Pirate pun. Gotcha. Okay, and
Yes.
the whole lore of this place is how the Tool Leprechauns came to Galenor. Okay, so the quest would have been called Chasing Rainbows. They were sailing trying to get to the end of a rainbow, all right? And they sailed into the lands of Galenor and they crashed into an island and they called it Arland because it reminds them of Ireland, but it's pirate themed, so Arland, go with me here. And we were going to get the activity player owned farms, okay? So you could design your own farm with these tool leprechauns running around and you were going to get at the end of this rainbow, instead of having a pot of gold, you were going to have the center of this island be some marigolds in a cracked pot. And it was going to be the center of the player owned farm. Okay. The whole theme was going perfect there. And on the top of the cliffs, you were going to have the cliffs of clover. And you could collect 4-leaf clovers as this new farming secondary situation going on. You're going to be able to get this amulet that I designed. And you're going to do this thing where you could sail in your boat and you could do this rainbow sailing thing going on. You could collect these coral fragments. I had this whole thing planned out. They shot it down and said Worms Crag. Talk to me about that.
All right, hold on. Before I forget, Cliffs of Clover.
Cliffs of Clover.
Why
You know
did
exactly
you
what
why'd
I'm
you
talking
call it that?
because
Why'd you call it that?
Our boy Eric Johnson once played this guitar
Boom.
solo.
All right, gas. They fucked you. They fucked you on
Dude, I'm
that, bro.
telling you.
That's
I'm
gas.
telling you.
Player owned farms, gas. Cliffs of Clover, gas. Amulet, gas. They fucked
Yeah.
you. I hate to break it to you. They fucked you.
And the
That's
pot of
better than
gold.
Worms Craig.
And the pot of gold is the pot of marigolds. Come on, dog. And all your
Bro.
crops are protected there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I was gonna have this other activity for sailing too, where instead of salvaging for like the normal shit salvaging stuff that you get, it was gonna be all these farming merchants that had crashed from the tool leprechauns. You were get to all this like seedy salvage, and you're pulling up farming resources for your player on farm. It was goaded, bro, and I got completely fucked over. Unbelievable. I mean, granted, it was all just a text document that I sent them, but I mean, you could see the vision. Cliffs of Clover. Come on now, Eric Johnson could have named one of these
Yep.
leprechauns Derek Donson or something. You know, like we could have
Bro.
gone the full nine.
It's very old school RuneScape esque. They
But
do that shit all the time. And the
they're gonna,
fact that
they're
they're
gonna press
like,
they're gonna press delete on my idea and come out with a rough situation.
yeah, yeah, a rough situation in Worms Craig. Dude,
Anyway,
listen, I'm not putting my worm in Craig, and that's on God. The Slayer Master, gas. The quest, stupid. The island as a whole, eh,
you tried this boss though, the Mad Angel. What you think about it?
eh,
I kind
eh.
of like it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, obviously it's mid game, but it's very farmable. I think I've done like 200, 250, something like that. But
Yeah.
I really want that pet. I like, I told you last time my favorite pet is Ziliana, and that's 1 in 5K, so that's probably not going to happen. But this 1 in 2K Aggie or whatever it is, I think I can pull Ziliana Junior. So maybe I'll do that. But it's all right. It's all right. Like I hadn't got that Halofel yet. Speaking of Halofel, let me see how far that price is Hallow fallen. Halofel,
It was
Halofel.
like 5 mil. My boy got it on 4KC.
Of course, it's always 4K. So yeah, it's down to 4.5 mil. I think crashing.
That's not that bad though. I mean, it
I'm
was
mad.
5 mil like 2 weeks ago.
Dude, it's gonna be 100K. It's gonna be the new Sarah sword dog. It's gonna crash hella hard. You know
For
it is.
sure.
It's 1 in 128 from that boss. I mean, it's just it's not gonna hold its value. But cool concept, cool little mini thing. Have you tried the like what is it, the goat hunting or the crafting golems mini game situation?
No, I have not. I
Yeah.
I thought it was a cool idea. A buddy of mine who plays an Iron Man a lot loves it. He said it was pretty cool. I
Okay.
don't. I'd rather blow glass, bro. If I'm doing AFK crafting or like I'm doing crafting stuff, like you said, eh, if you're gonna put in a mini game or something, make it more like the Sepulcher or something of the sorts. I had one in my mind and I totally forgot what it was. but like there needs to be more like okay, even if you do like veil totems,
Mhm.
right? For fletching, like you have to do it and then you have to click three things and then you have to run somewhere. Like make it
Yeah.
more click intensive in some way, shape, or form. I shouldn't be able to just mine one giant node and then
Mhm.
make golems or whatever. I haven't done it. He said he did it. But like it sounds redundant to the fact
Yeah.
where like you could make a real good crafting mini game for example, the rune crafting minigame,
Yep.
Guardians of the Rift. I love it.
Yeah.
I hate rune crafting, and I could do Guardians of the Rift. I'm good for 5 or 10 rounds a night if I wanted
Oh,
to. But
solid.
like, it feels rushed to me.
Yeah. I mean, it feels. I mean, it's basically Veil Totems 2.0. I mean, the Jeweler's Chisel is a decent addition. I think it's better than the glass blowing pipe thing that they were talking about. I'm really stoked that it is gonna. I guess chip down the bolt tips in 2 ticks as well. Speaking of my stack of diamonds, I got to cut. But we're definitely onto something here because the like lack of creativity in these skilling activities is boggling. So let me call your attention to something. You just did 45 quests. I can guarantee you in at least 17 of those, you had to do a type of thieving puzzle where it's a little pop up. I'm trying to remember what they call these. It's like it got these 4 or 5 or 6 locks on it, and they're all numbered like 1 through 6, and you have to like do a row and see if you got it right. It's kind of like a crossword, you know what I'm talking about, where you're like screwing in the bolts and like to pass the puzzle, the first one will be at like level 4, and then the next one's like at 1. You know what I'm talking about? Those
Yes.
little like little thieving looking puzzles. Why is
Yes.
nothing in this game for thieving have that in it? Why are puzzle boxes only for clues? We have the mechanics right in front of us, and yet we have pyramid plunder, and it's just click this urn and see if you get bit by a snake. Click this urn and see if you get bit by a snake. I'm like, guys, we can do something 5% more creative. I don't know if you ever played Skyrim back in the day, but you know exactly
Yes.
where I'm about to go if you did. The lock picking in Skyrim was so addicting. You're like barely moving your Xbox stick like 1 micrometer to the left, and you're like trying to wiggle this thing and not break the lock pick. We should have that in this game. We just need simple, intuitive, fun, little miniature gameplay loops for our skills. Like thieving does not have to be left click till you have a bicep on your index finger, a Knight of Ardoon for the next, 60 years to get 99 thieving. We got to move on from that. Like we've got to figure
Yes.
something out. Going.
I like um I like the Varlamore thieving method. I think it's very
Right.
AFK with the keys and stuff. I don't like pyramid plunder. I don't like the
Nope.
agility pyramid. A lot of this stuff is just so outdated,
Really.
um, without like anything new. And then they'll put out something new that's really cool, like Vampirium, for example. I haven't done the woodcutting, I haven't done the fishing. I'm sure it might be cool, but I think a lot of us who have been playing the game forever, even before it was old school, I feel like we're just scorned with the lack of effort that Jagex puts into things, and sometimes it feels like they're just pushing content out where like, okay, we get the CG update. Gas, we just talked about that. They come out with Blood Moon Rises, a brand new mechanic in a 25-year-old game for a boss fight. Gas, although
Yep.
daunting to some players. But like, besides that, like, there's always going to be what's that shield called in the thing again? I'm sorry.
Ron Dash.
Yeah, yeah. There's always a Ron Dash in a fucking. You're always going to get a purple with a Ron Dash, you know? And I feel like Jagex is handing out more Ron Dashes than they are handing out, you know, Tebows. And
Yep.
it's like, can we. I understand not every update is going to be a Tebow. Not every update is going to be a Shadow. Not every update
Mhm.
is going to be something gas. But like, if it's not top tier, or mid tier, if it's low tier content, like even with Veil Totems, dude, I brought it up. I'm like, well, at least you run around like it's still trash.
I know.
Forestry, dog shit. I don't want to go
Terrible.
do that. I don't need to do it. I'm 99 wood cutting.
I'm telling you. The
come
Sepulchre
on.
is the only thing in the game, skilling wise, that feels like it actually has skill expression. I do not buy that knife log and swamp tar, barb fishing, and all this 3-tick 4G. Yes, it's like skillful in a sense, but it's just like gatekeepy skill that is, it doesn't like mentally engaging, right? So Sepulchre is mentally engaging. Every floor has the same layout, but when the obstacles come at you, which rows the arrows are coming down, where the lightning's going to hit, all that, like there's pattern recognition to it. And if you're skilled enough, you can truly get through it quicker. And if you're not good enough, you're going to go slow. We don't have any other skill that remotely has anything like that. Like if you had this back to this like, twist lock thieving kind of puzzle thing I was talking about, if there was some method that incorporated that or puzzle boxes or something else where you actually were trying to solve a puzzle or solve something that's not, ridiculously difficult, but just something that was like engaging mentally that you could actually become skilled at and get slightly better XP rates with, cool. But like you said, like we're kind of gate kept by all these old 2005 methods, agility pyramid this and pyramid plunder that. I'm like, we can never seemingly move beyond it. The analogy I gave in my skilling episode is like imagine that, you know, Rune plate bodies came out as the best in the slot, and we can never go beyond that in combat gear. It kind of feels like that for skilling. It's like whatever methods they came up with in '07, we're just kind of locked into that best method being the top tier thing, and nothing even new can ever surpass it. And we just got to break that at some point. We're just kind of inching around it, beating around the bush. And yeah, forestry sucks. So suck it. But anyways, man, we got to do something about skilling for sure.
Yes.
All right, brother Bill. I don't know about you, but I need another drink. Let's take a fiver, grab a little sippy, get your Kraken out, dust it off, and we'll come back.
Yes.
Zoom out from the micro, go to the macro. How does that sound?
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
This episode is brought to you in part by Zaf's Staffs. Come on down to Zaf's for all your staff needs. He's got a tight grip on your staff's shaft, but for the right price, he'd be willing to let it go. No one staff is too small or too big for him to handle. Limit 15 per day unless your diary is hard or elite. And Funch's Fine Groceries, located at the Grand Tree. Find yourself running low on Equa leaves, cocktail shakers, and lemons? Don't get your dwellberries in a bundle. Stop by Funch's Fine Groceries today for all your gnomish needs. Come for the pot of cream and stay for the whiskey. Our prices will have you saying, why the funch didn't I come down here sooner? And remember, at the Grand Tree, we ID. Now, back to the show. Brother Bill and I are back. We got the beer, we got the bourbon, we got all the bees you could ever need. So we're here with it. Now, you were talking about your girl earlier, and she's
Yes.
still playing this. She's still playing the game. What does
Still
she do?
playing.
Like, she's doing quests. She's doing bosses. Like, what does she like about the game?
Bro, she's got at least 110 quest points right now.
Okay.
Total level 974, combat level
Respect.
60.
Respect.
Um, her hunter level, as we talked about last time, her name's Hunter,
Of
is
course.
only 18. It is the third lowest skill behind farming and sailing. So,
Nice.
no, she's loving it, dude, and she won't want me to admit it, because she doesn't want to be a nerd. But like, me and her are the same flavor of, how do I say this? That's won't get you demonetized. Brain damage. She's the same level
Dude.
of brain damage as me, and she loves numbers go burr. And
Yeah.
this is the game for it. And she did one small favor the other night
Oh man.
and text me at like 4:30 in the morning, which was 3:30 for her in Texas. And I said to her the next day, I'm like, I know that shit took you 3 hours. And she's
Mm.
like, it did.
Dude, on God, no quest helper. She's just out there roughing it. Bro, one small favor.
So,
I'm telling you, dude. We're gonna have to talk about that one later because that's some chicanery right there from Mod Kieran himself, Mod Ash. Good lord.
yes.
That's rough. But okay,
Yes.
so she's doing her quest. She's kind of got like it sounds like at least a decently well-rounded account. Has she tried any type of? I mean, you really can't boss at 60, but has she tried Brutus or anything at all?
She did the Brutus quest. I don't know if
Nice.
she's gone back. I'm pretty sure she hasn't. But like, if I look at her boss log here, me and her have done 13 Temporos together, and
Oh.
I just had her like 2 or 3 nights ago get 50 fire making, and then last night we did a couple winter tots together.
Ooh, y'all
Because I'm
snuggling up at the tot. Okay, okay.
yeah, I'm trying to. And by the way, we can get into it in a minute, but the new winter tot is really cool and it's way easier, but like the reward system now is trash. Because I'm trying to get the Phoenix because I'm at 17.95 mil fire making XP.
Or
And back when it was reward crates from doing winter tot, and you could max out at 13.5k points to get
mhm.
27 rolls. I was doing that by myself. I would play like 2 or 3 winter tots a night because it would take me 45 minutes to an hour to get a max crate.
Yeah.
And that's how I got from like 75 to 99 fire making all by myself. And I did not pull the pet. So when I saw she needed to do that, I'm like, I could teach her a second skilling boss and I
Mhm.
get a chance to get the pet. Just the rewards, man, are woof, woof.
What if
Before they
she
were gas.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what if she pulls this Phoenix before you do, man? How
She
likely are we
asked me
talking
that
here?
last night, Doug. She's like, "What if I pull the Phoenix before you?" I said, I would be very happy that you got your first pet because we were just
Mm,
talking about how she really wants a pet. And if she
yep.
gets the Phoenix, I'd be super happy for her. On the inside, I'm gonna be fucking pissed, dog. I'm gonna be fucking mad. I'm mad as hell. Cause I guarantee you, okay, 2KC omelet pet, 3KC fucking young lift, 19, 20, 25, 30 mil XP fire making dry of the fucking Phoenix.
Mhm.
Get the fuck out of here. I got the
Yeah,
beaver at 65 wood cutting. I got the
the
fucking
beaver.
heron. Dude, I got the heron
You
doing
got the
barb
heron
fishing. That's like 1 in 200,000. And I did that at level 70. I can't pull the Phoenix 1 in 5K. Get the fuck
Hold
out
it.
of here,
Hold
dude.
hold on. Let me go to my pet log real quick. Hang on just 1 second. You have okay, you have heron, you have beaver, you
Yeah.
have what other schooling pets, my friend?
Oh, here. I have heron, beaver, omelet, and I don't know why it's not showing my Hunliff.
Oh,
I
yeah.
sent it to you
Yeah.
in private chat.
Yep, yep.
Um, but yeah, here, let me go to the bank in case there's another one it's not showing.
Oh, yeah, we both rocking some 4 pets here, dog. We share the young lift for sure. You know, I told you earlier, I got Vorky out here. Of course, last time we talked, I got Tangle Root.
Yep.
And yeah, it's my latest addition here. Quite nice, quite nice. But what do you think? I feel like did we talk about pets last time in terms of like best pets, worst pets type of thing? I
I
think we
don't
did.
remember.
Maybe we did. I think
All
we talked
right.
about Zia. It don't matter. What do you like though? What do you like in the pet world?
Well, I know you like the Zilliana pet, right? My favorite pet that I've ever gotten was on Leagues, and it's the Abyssal Orphan. I love the Abyssal Orphan, but then I got this Hunlift pet, and to be honest, the Hunlift pet is so cool, dude.
Dude,
Like, I
Hunliff is
love the Hunlift pet. The beaver's kind of weak. The heron kind of weak, in my opinion. The omelet pet, dope.
sick.
Um,
Sick.
if I had the opportunity to be like, okay, dude, I just want one pet in this entire game, and I'd be good. You just lock me up, throw away the key. I want the fucking turtle from the Sand League.
Oh, soup.
I want
The,
the turtle. I want the fucking. And everybody will say shit like the penance queen or the
yeah.
stupid chubby bird thing that you got to go do 1,000 kills to get the diary done. Fuck that. No, I want the goddamn turtle so fucking bad. It's nuts. I wanted this young lift, but apparently I get spooned on it. I'm 99 farming, no tangle root. I'm 99 fire making, no phoenix. 99 wood cutting, got the beaver. Um, but yeah, man. The hydra would be pretty dope too. I'd like the Serb pet. I don't like that there's 3 Dagonoth king pets. I'm so good on that. Like I don't care about that. Um Thermy would be cool too. I like them
Exactly.
all, man. My buddy just got the fucking mining pet on his skiller at 87 mining. I'm pretty
It's
sure
pretty
he
sick.
was doing MLM too. So like that's a low rate for that. But
Mm.
I might never go back to Sarah in my life because on collection log right here, my Ziliana 1KC hilt.
Dude, yes, you DM'd me this. You DM'd me your hilt on
Mhm.
1KC. This is just a couple
Yes.
days after we first recorded that first pod. Um, your like low KC luck is unbelievable, dude. I mean,
It's
omelet's one
always
thing.
good shit. It's
It's
always good
crazy.
shit. Yeah, they call it the content creator luck, bro.
They do,
So,
man.
but when it's a 1 in 5,000 drop, I can't fucking get it. Like if
Yeah.
if it's a massive drop and it's like, how'd you get that on 1KC? That's like 1 in a million. I'm like, yeah, I am 1 in a million. Then I'm dry on the Phoenix. And it's like, yeah, we don't talk about that. We just talk about it's like when you go to the casino, dude, and you throw $1,000 down and you lose 800, you don't say I lost 800. You go, I won $200 at the casino last night, you know?
100%. Won $200, dog.
Yeah.
You're walking out
Yeah.
Benjamin's one left hand, one in the right. Leave the 800 for the bartender, dog. That's so funny. That's so funny.
Oh,
So, you
shit.
Hunter have obviously, Hunter wants a pet. Your girl wants a pet. Like, what is she like in the game? What pet is she, got her eyes on?
I don't know if there's anything in specific because like I've popped my Hunliff out on her, I've popped my omelet out on her, I've popped my beaver out on her and my heron out on her, and it's just kind of like, oh, I want one of those, you
I was
know?
about to ask if your beaver out on you, but that might be a bridge too far.
Yes, she has. On record.
On record. I made him go there. He's at least 2 beers in tonight, boys.
Dude, I want to get her a pet so fucking bad, and I really, minus what was said before, I really hope it is the Phoenix because, and I know she's gonna listen to this because she
We
listened
love
to the last one all the way through. I want her to get the Phoenix. I want her to rub it in my face. I
Oh,
want
man.
her to feel super good about herself for getting it. Um, and I want her to get it before me, dude. Like that would be so cool because I know that she would feel so good about it.
Mhm.
And even though I would feel some type of way about it, it'd be like, well, it made her happy and that's cool. That's good enough for me. I'll just go 200 mil XP dry on it. Fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah,
I got the damn omelet pet. I don't care. Like
y'all just world hop down there to 302, right click follow. She's got the thing going. She's changing the colors, just doing tricks
bro,
on it.
she would do that shit too. She would fucking have like 80 different gnome lighters and just start changing it on my ass too. That's exactly what she would do.
Dang, bro. That's awesome. All right, so this one topic that I had, kind of zooming out, talking about, less specifics, more macro here. I think Hunter's kind of the perfect fit for this, but she's kind of new in her account. She's 60 combat, she's 18 hunter, she's done a couple of KC here and there. Like, walk me through in your perspective, what is the ideal path for a new player to take in this game? Because I've got people in my life I would love for them to try this out, but I don't know where to
Yeah.
tell them to begin. So what do you think is the best kind of starting path for somebody getting into this game in 2026?
It's gonna sound contradictory of old Bill, but new Bill would always say quests. Now
I'm
here's
about
the
to say,
thing.
let me hear the quest, dog. Let me hear
Here's
it.
the thing, dude. Here's the thing. I What I love about Hunter playing this game is she will get into the game. Like when she got in the game, I let her do her own thing and ask questions. And I wouldn't tell her anything until she would ask questions. Now that she's almost 1,000 total level and over 100 quest points, it's like I've brought her into the boys Discord, bro. She's
Let's go.
in my boys Discord, and now she's at the point where like she understands the basic mechanics of the game. She knows what to do. She basically has a hang on it. The only thing I don't know what if she's good at would be like combat when it comes to something other than just fighting regular monsters, right? Like she hasn't prayer flicked, she hasn't switched prayers, she hasn't done a 4-way gear swap, let alone a 5 or a 6-way gear swap, which is fine. I don't expect her to be that advanced at this point because it took me 8 years to figure that shit out. Like I
Yep.
just figured that out. I got my fire cape literally last year.
Come
And
on with it.
yeah, and so like, but I brought her into the Discord because I let her get to the point where she had a basic understanding of it. And now everybody's kind of helping her out. So I would say start off, if somebody's interested in it, make sure they're interested and not just you.
Mhm.
Let them make an account and let them fuck up and
Yep.
let them ask questions and don't tell them because it's a wonderful thing. Like
Yeah.
it's a very wonderful thing even to this day watching her explore the game or go like what should I do? What should I train? How could I do this better? And then I answer the question instead of saying here's this, do this. Because
Mm.
that's just like you need to ease your way into the numbers go burr and the efficiency.
Yep. I agree.
None of us started the game back in 2001, 2, 3, 4, whenever, and started efficiently, bro. We didn't do that. We enjoyed it. And it built the love for the game. And I think a lot of people try to get their friends into the game or their family. Like they're a little interested, like, what do you do? I want to do what you do. And then they're like,
Mm.
okay, here is 250,000 jugs of wine. Make them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, they're not going to have
Better get
fun
to
doing
it.
that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, there's something glorious about not having the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And like discovering it slowly as you go. And like, not like, oh, well, hop over here, get this waterfall quest real quick. Just skip all the 40 levels. Like, nah, you gotta let them ease into it. Experience it a little bit. And I feel like they are kind of ironing out the early game. Obviously, Brutus is coming out. Scarius has been out. Even this like Mad Angel kind of mid game kind of situation. But man, there's something magical about it. Like just being like, I don't know what to do. That icon in my skill tab looks cool. Let me go figure that out for a minute.
Mhm.
Uh, but I agree. I think just kind of taking this holistic approach. I mean, you see all these guys on Reddit like, well, these are my stats. What should I do? And it's just the same answer every time. Like, go to your quests, do what you want. Like figure it out. But, um, yeah, I think. And if anybody out there is listening, and thinking about making an account, you just made an account. If it was an Iron Man, de-iron it. If that's your first account, get off the Iron Man, brother. Get a main. Get your credit
Yes.
card ready. Like, get off the Iron Man.
Yep. Yep.
Because you saw Nine Rain or whoever do it on YouTube, solo, whatever. Like, get off the Iron Man. Get off. Don't even try the Bronze Man, even though it's coming out soon. But get you a main. Just start enjoying the game, man. Just like play it. Get the quest going. I think for me, truly, if I had to give the advice, I would say yes, quest, but kind of quest in the order that makes the most sense. I feel like is play relatively efficient. Like find the quest that makes sense to do in whatever order. Get the skills necessary to do it. Get the items. Do the quest. Get the items and skills. Do the quest. So, and then other than
Yes.
that, just do what you love, man. Enjoy the game. Find what bosses you'd like to kill. Find you a goal. Set a little short, midterm, long term goal. Get there. So I feel that, man.
Yes.
Well, props to Hunter for playing. Hopefully she will, have a max cape in the next couple weeks. Figure it out and start playing. Mm,
Weeks
that was
is
so big,
nuts. Yeah,
dude.
I agree with you. I if you want to get into this game, just fucking log in. Don't listen to anybody on the internet. Don't watch your favorite content creator. Don't do what they're doing. Now, granted, like these snowflake accounts, if you like the idea of it, you could play a main Iron Man. Like I do most of my stuff on my main, kind of like an Iron Man. Now, if I
Yeah,
need 10,000 fucking maple logs for something, I'm going to buy them. But
definitely.
make the main, do the quests, don't space bar through the quests.
Not your first
Read
time.
the
Yeah, not
yeah, read the dialogue, have a fun time with it. If you want to fucking log in and chop wood for 3 hours because you're bored because you have a work from home tech job, just fucking do it, dude.
yep.
Who cares? Who's judging you? And if they are, fuck them because Just chop the damn tree, catch the damn fish, burn the damn
Yup.
log. Like, it's fun.
Chopped.
There's something for everybody.
It's so true, man. You'll never beat it. You'll never will. You're not gonna, max cape. You're just getting started. So, anyways, yeah, man. Like I agree. Just get in here, find find what works for you, and do it. Um, totally changing subjects here, but I'm curious what your thoughts are on this. So, what do you consider the golden era of this game? And your options are all the way back to devious mud for the gangsters out there, but RuneScape Classic all the way through to EOC to old school, what we're at now, to your 2019 old school. Like, what do you think has kind of been the best era of the game? Are we in the best era now? Are the best days ahead of us? Are they behind us? How do you feel about just the history of the game?
I would say that I don't want to say the best days are behind us, but I do want to say that the best days of this game probably came in like 2018, 2019. That's when they started, right?
Mhm,
Because
mhm.
up until that point, like, you didn't have DS2, you didn't have all these other quests. It was basically like, here's what you guys want because we ruined the game and we killed it with EOC. So here's your old game back. And that was cool from 2013, 14, 15. um Leagues every year. Hunter started let's go back to your original question. Start those motherfuckers on leagues, bro, because I
Yeah.
started Hunter on leagues, dude, and she learned a lot from leagues. And leagues
Yep.
is so fun, and I think if they continue doing leagues every year, which they will, because it's such a big boost in player base.
Yep.
Yes, we are. The golden era was a couple of years ago, and it's still going because Leagues is the best content that any video game has ever put out. And right now, RuneScape 3 Leagues is going on right now, and I
I've heard
tried
about.
it for 10 minutes. Dog shit. RuneScape
No.
3 is a shit game. It is not a fucking RuneScape game. It is not a
Wow.
Jagex property. To me, RuneScape 3 is dead. It's trash. Fuck it. It's a stupid game. The graphics
Wow.
are shit. I don't want better graphics in my game. I want my
Right.
game to look like this. I don't
Yep.
even play with 11.7 on, dude, or
Yeah.
117 or
That's
whatever the
big.
fuck it is. I want my shit to be pixelated as fuck because then I can see where I'm clicking.
Yeah, dude. That's
I
so
like
funny.
my
Okay,
game.
I knew RS3 was doing leagues. I mean, I don't even have a good enough computer to log into that game, bro. But what did you think? So it was terrible. I mean, you spent 10 minutes on it. I mean, what was your experience for 10 minutes?
Well, yeah, let's be honest. My computer also can't run it, so I logged it on my iPad.
Mhm.
And I picked my first relic, which was basically the Sage's boots that you got in the last league or whatever it was. And I got to 17 agility running around Lumbridge, and Lumbridge does not look like Lumbridge anymore. And the music is too high tech. I want my lo fi, low poly, low graphic bullshit because it's fun and it's nostalgic and I love it.
Yep.
And there's way they put listen, a lot of my friends have said about sailing in old school that they may not love it, but it's very old school RuneScape esque. Okay.
Yes.
When you log into RuneScape 3, you are not logging into RuneScape. You're logging into World of Warcraft with certain RuneScape. Like, it's like if you go it's like if you log into like Roblox or one of those games where they can build worlds, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It's like you
Go for it.
log into that and you see everything you remember and it kind of looks familiar, but it feels soulless. The
Dude.
only thing that RuneScape 3 has over old school RuneScape, and I will die on this fucking hill, and it's why I like the gauntlet so much, dungeoneering. Dungeoneering
Yes.
is gas. Dungeoneering is cool. Should it be a skill? Probably not. Is it more of a mini game? Probably, but I love it. I will log on to RuneScape 3 2 or 3 days a year and do some dungeoneering because I think it's fun.
That's so funny. Dude, I remember one
Yeah.
time, this has got to be 10 years ago, that I tried to log back into my, RS3 account, and I pulled up to Lumbridge or whatever, and I go out the back of the castle, and it's like, hell has broken through the ground, and there's like, Zamorak and Saradomin are standing there like fighting each other in this eternal battle, and another person rolls up to me wearing swim trunks and no shirt and sunglasses. I'm like, what is this game? Like, what happened to Lumbridge? What happened to
Bro,
RuneScape? This guy's on a surfboard in Lumbridge. Yeah.
Bro, I had the swim trunks too because I did the
Yeah.
summer event. It was like the summer of 2019 event on RuneScape 3, and you fought this giant fucking crab, and it was cool. What I really hate about that stupid fucking game is Vorkath is in RS3 now. Like
Oh no.
they've taken lore from the best game and they've thrown it into that bullshit. Yeah. So what? What? DS2 came out in what, 2018? Was am I right on that? Hold on.
DS2.
I'm on a tangent now. RuneScape 3 is so shit. And if you prefer RuneScape 3 and you go, well, I like it. Well, you have terrible taste.
Yeah, dude, you like looking at menus all day long, bro. The UX on that
Yes.
game is unbelievable. The interface is so bad, dude. It looks like a
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 1 game, bro. It's terrible.
Bro,
God.
Forecast came out January 4th, 2018. In RuneScape 3, Vorkath came out November 20th, 2023. They're stealing from the better game and putting it in the shitty game. Like, Vorkath in RuneScape 3, dude, has 375,000 health.
Classic, dude. That's
Brother,
what you need.
Draken had 3,000 health. That was hard enough. How much
Wow.
damage do you do in this game? I don't know,
What?
because I just played Dungeoneering on the retro. I made sure to switch all my settings in RS3 to
Mhm.
classic or
Legacy
whatever.
or whatever. Yeah, yeah,
Legacy,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
legacy. Thank you.
Didn't they like at one I remember at one point, this is fairly early on post EOC, they changed it to like 10x the number of hit points or whatever to get like more, I guess, micro hits or whatever. Like instead of hitting an 18, you can hit a 183 or a 187. They like 10x everybody's
Yeah.
constitution as they deemed it. Like that was some bullshit, dude. Like, what are we doing here? That's why everything's got 375,000 health and you hear all these stories about this boss like you just hear it through the grapevine. Like this guy Telos or something, where it's like an enraged boss, and if you can do it, like you'll be in there for 4 hours, and like your loot will be 48,000 water battle staffs. It's like, well, it's become meaningless. Like there's just no meaning or substance because it's just so bloated with content, with BS. I'm curious. I kind of want to read through their like it's called the Road to Restoration. I think they've come out with. They're trying to scale things back and walk back a ton of the like cosmetic overrides and get rid of all the like loyalty point stuff. I'm like, yeah, you just got to clean it up. Like, am I ever coming back? Probably not. But it's wild, man. It's wild to see how much it's changed over the years, and I feel really grateful that we have what we have with Old School, and that they, some odd 13 years ago listened to us and brought this thing back. But yeah, dude, RS3 is wild, absolutely wild. From when they turned
Mm,
the Armadillo sword into a bird feather. So crazy. But yeah, and to your point about the golden age, I'm like, it's hard to say. Like, there's been so many good ages of the game. I mean, I started playing in '06. I mean, I remember Hunter coming out, Slayer had just come out, Construction had just come out. I mean, these were, you'd go up to somebody with skill cape and say, emote blocks, these were the good old days. But I mean, obviously we can't capture that again, but that's a great era. Obviously, we're kind of reliving this new timeline of that. But I agree with you. I think that, you know, the 2013 release of Old School to like 2015 is there's not a lot of updates going on. We get the GE that kind of brings people back in, but yeah, I think like just before COVID and really through now, like it's just been such a strong player base. You've seen all the WoW people coming over. The content's been just banger after banger. So I mean, dang, what was that video Kieran just put out on the 30-minute thing announcing the bronze men and the rough situation? He was talking about thinking about this game at longer timescales, like thinking 2040, 2045, asking questions like, at what point is it going to be reasonable to like have a better thing than the twisted bow or having a better weapon than the scythe? I'm like, that's an interesting conversation to have. Like, I truly
yes.
don't know. Um, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, do you think in 2040 we're going to be rocking a Tebow as Biss?
I would hope so. And here's why, because I feel like I feel like you can do so much in the game, right? To a point. It's gonna come to a point where like Mystic Mage Armor is low tier now,
Sure.
right? But back in the day, that was mid to high tier Mage Armor. Um, I would say maybe 10 years from now, sure, there'll probably be a better bow than T-bow, but I feel like you have to cap it off somewhere. And if you're
Yeah.
talking about mega rares, like raid mega rares, those should always be top tier content. Now, the player base is always going to want more, and they're always going to want this, and they're always going to want that. You don't have to release new content to make content good, in my opinion. You
Mm.
can, like we talked about earlier, you can revamp Cox. You
Yeah.
can. Brutus, you can go fight Brutus at level 27, or you could go fight Brutus at level 1440.
Yep.
You can find ways to make the items that you've made best in slot by a long slot. Like at what point the game will die. It wasn't. This is a very hot take. This is actually a very cold take. However you
Let's
want
hear
to
it.
look at it, but EOC did not kill RuneScape.
Ooh, what
It
a
didn't.
take.
Here's why. What killed RuneScape is now God swords are low to mid tier.
Mm.
Um, they're coming out with 8 different ores you can mine to make there's too much. There is
Mm.
too much. You don't want it simplified. You want enough content to make it interesting.
Yeah.
But although EOC did start the death of the game and a lot of people did not like what it was, they said, fuck it. Now we're going to put out, you can mine Orachilium or whatever. That's dragon armor. Like you can make dragon
Arcalium.
armor bars, whatever. It's like, stop that. Stop it.
Man.
It comes to a point like right now, as of right now, I still feel like I'm 12, 13 years old logging into this game, having a great time. No matter
Mm.
what they put in the game, it's awesome. And like you'll have items like the Dragon Warhammer, right? That like, oh, okay, now the Elder Maul is better because they upped the spec a couple years ago. And like, all right, this is that. But it's still like if you have a Dragon Warhammer, you could still go solo corp. Like you could still
Mm.
do all of this and that. They don't like Sang. The Sang became kind of shit. And they're like, okay, we're gonna make it 2 blood runes a charge, and we're gonna give you a 1 in 5 instead of a 1 in 6. You can buff and you can debuff different items to ensure the hierarchy of, oh, this is best in slot or pretty damn close to it. Will an item
Sure.
come out better than the twisted bow? I hope so. But do I think the twisted bow should ever drop down to mid-game content? Absolutely not.
Sure.
And
Yeah. I
if they can keep this going, that'll be fine. But you log into RuneScape 3, dude, and even free to play Rune armor is not top tier. Like they got so many different
oh,
armors and shit, and it's too much to keep up with, especially like for this. I log in, I was a RuneScape fucking leaguer for probably the past 3 or 4 years. I would log in, I would play leagues, I'd have a really good time, I'd learn bosses, and then I'd burn out for 8 months and I'd come
mm,
back when leagues came back out. But
mhm.
now that I'm playing the game again on main, there's a lot of new content, but it doesn't feel unfamiliar.
Yeah, this idea of
Does that
familiarity
make
is
sense?
important. Absolutely. It's very
Yes.
I think yeah, I think it's the key point. I think that RuneScape 3 really lost its identity, and go with me on this one because I think that the timing of all that is really interesting to think about because, we're roughly the same age, probably the same age, but we grew up in an era, go with me, where, when I was a little kid, we had like the original Nintendo. Okay. We were playing Mario and
Mm.
8-bit. And every year, every couple years, as like new consoles and games are coming out, they're pitching new graphics and new capabilities for the sound, all this, but it was heavily influenced around the graphics and the capabilities of the game. All right. And it was really, I feel like, as we were in high school, maybe into college, where the gaming industry stopped just being like every new AAA title has to have better graphics too. You're starting to get games that have an identity in really something beyond just the graphics. But where I'm going with this is that RuneScape really kind of came up in this era where I feel like they were kind of feeling the cultural pressure to change graphics and like be up, super modern, all this kind of stuff. They're watching Blizzard with World of Warcraft really continuing to take off, and they're like, we got to change these graphics, we got to change this kind of stuff, but they're losing the identity through all that. I mean, I remember the day the Dragon Sim started looking like a crab claw. I'm like, what is this? Your
Mm,
your rune boots look like freaking rock'em sock'em boppers. Like, I'm like, what? I've just lost the feel. I've just lost the feel of the game. Um, and nowadays there'll be these indie games and whatever else that look like dog shit, but they're super memorable because of the story or this or that or the mechanics. And it's like graphics are kind of a bygone thing that nobody really cares about anymore, which is why this game can thrive. But yeah, this idea of identity is huge, and yeah, everything you talked about, I totally agree with. But one thing that I was thinking about when we were talking about the Tebow and just like what the next 10 to 15 years could look like, I do feel like that the old school team has done a really good job of keeping things in their place in the game, their status. Tebow's been bis and whatever else, and they're really careful to not usurp things, at least not too quickly, or power creep things too quickly. There will be a point where the niches are filled, and I think that's fine. And one of the things we're seeing at the mega rare space is they've kind of set a precedence for 5 tick style specific hard hitting mega rare. Pay a bill of
mm.
1.5 bill. That's sort of the precedence. When that niche runs out, when we've got one for stab, crush, and slash and everything else, and we've got one for heavy and light and medium range, we've got one for whatever spell types we've got, like, where do we go from there, right? And I think that the answer might be skill expression like required weapons, meaning faster hitting weapons that require more focus to maintain DPS. For example, Sebe's talked about the 2 tick, gauntlet, fist things you could wear, like sure, something like that. But weapons that actually take high skill to maintain DPS and to get all the juice out of them could be a way to go. While you could leave just your hard hitting, 5 tick Tebow still best in slot for just, hey, I'm sitting back, I'm shooting the boss, right? So I don't know. I think there's still lots of room to explore. Um, I'm happy with the pace of power creep at the current rate. I still got a long way to get my mega rare set, so I ain't complaining about nothing. Keep them mega rares for as long as you'd like. So um, good combo, man. Good combo. Golden Arrow OSRS. All right. We want to talk a little bit about sailing. We've not talked about this at all. I would love to
Yes.
know just your take on sailing. Where are you at with it in terms of levels? What do you like about it? What is your favorite method of sailing? Just talk to me about it. Talk to me about some sailing.
Yeah. All right. So I like the addition of sailing. I voted for sailing. I voted for sailing because I like the idea of finding islands and I like
Yep.
the idea of exploring the islands. I feel like sailing in 2 to 5 years, let's go 2 to 3. We'll go 2 to 3 years. Sailing is going to be so cool because there's already a couple islands like the Great Conch, like Worms Crag, that are pretty cool. They're not awesome, but it's like
Sure.
it's not overpowering the mainland. I was hoping sailing would have something like Prif, where it was like a really
Right.
big hub, and they don't really have that. I feel like a lot of the sailing stuff is like mid tier content. I feel that there's not enough ways to gain sailing XP. I hate that the main way to gain sailing XP is boat agility. Um,
Yeah.
and when I was doing sailing, because I'm 65, like I'm base 80s, except for sailing. Sailing's 65 right now.
Yeah, we're right
And
there.
it's
I'm
because
60.
I've been dumping lamps into it and shit. Because I don't want to do it because my method of sailing is salvaging. And that's because whenever I need to do something pretty AFK, I'll go to the salvaging world and I'll just do
Yeah.
salvaging in my adamant adorned boat or mithril adorned
Mhm.
boat or whatever it is. I don't even know because I don't fucking do it. Like I love it. I loved it better than shamanism or
Sure.
whatever the other bullshit they put out. But there's not enough. and I know it's gonna grow, and I know it's gonna be better, and I know a lot of the content, like, they've already put out 2 or 3 quests for it on top of the 2 or 3 it came with. Um, and it was really cool day 1 to do sailing, but, like, the XP rates are terrible unless you wanna race your boat around in a circle, which I don't care for. I think the cannoning is stupid. I also think
Mm.
people that wanna do, like, wilderness boat on boat PvP content are dumb, dude. Just go play the pirate game on the PlayStation, whatever
Yeah,
that's
go
called.
play Sea of
Skull
Thieves.
and Bones or Sea of Thieves. Yeah,
Yep,
something, dude. Like, go play Assassin's Creed 4 if you want fucking boat combat, dude. Like, don't shut up. Like, don't.
come on.
No, no. You're
That's
gonna
funny.
complain about wanting boat combat, but then you're also gonna complain that the dragon fight is too hard. Come on,
That's
let's
so
get it together.
I'm kinda
But
with you. I feel like, yeah, I've enjoyed it for the time I've spent with it. I do think salvaging is it's, like, nice that we have that option for AFK training because, look, we're not getting any younger, like, again, who wants to come home and, like, do this super intense method for sailing? I think, honestly, the sneaky thing that I have not heard anybody talk about that is, like, really interesting to me with sailing. I'm curious if you feel this way. Like, day 1, day 2, day 3 of sailing, honestly, hell, now with sailing, the way that my perspective of this game's map has changed since sailing came out is unreal. Like, you know what I mean? Like when we were landlocked and we're teleporting to Catherby, for example, like I don't have any concept in my mind. Like if I go to Catherby right now on the map, I pull up Catherby, in my mind, I don't think that Catherby's close to Intrana. Like if I look at the map, sure, but like in my mind, Intrana and Catherby, it could be worlds apart. But when I got on the boat and I'm sailing for that quest in Catherby, and I'm like sailing by the monks of Intrana, I'm like, oh, like this is where I'm at on the thing or whatever. Like it just to me, it kind of tied the world together. And RuneScape has this not really a problem, but this feature of like loading chunks at a time. And so I was kind of worried about that with sailing for draw distance, but it's been interesting to see how like you can sit in between on this again, Catherby Bay. I'm sitting out here. I can look at Catherby on starboard and port side. I can look at Entrana. I'm like, this is interesting to me. Like the way the world started to mesh because we've tied it all together now over the seas is really interesting to me. Like I have just found that not necessarily mind blowing, but like, I'm at this part of the world. Like I didn't picture it that way. So that's been kind of fun. I really enjoyed that aspect of it. Still got a lot more charting to do that I'm going to get to at some point. And I do think that like you talked about XP rates. Yes, the first 30 levels were terrible, so slow, like abysmally slow. Um, but I do think if the overall XP curve was any lower, I'd be very displeased. But it's not Agility 3, it's not Mining 2.0, it's certainly not Rune crafting. Like it's accessible enough and speedy enough to be like reasonable. Kind of feels like Hunter to me, to be honest with you, in terms of XP rates. Um, and again, the like the way the map shaping and perspective for me has kind of been the biggest aspect of it. But I kind of agree with you. Like I go back and forth on like my opinion of sailing because I also voted for it. But when you look at what they released it with, you had Barracuda Trials, Salvage, Port Tasks, and Combat. Like Combat is god awful. It's terrible. I don't understand why they've like been so nervous about. Oh well, your Tebow can't work on the ocean 50% as good as I'm like, what are we doing? Just put the monsters out there. Let me hit them with the cannon, make it somewhat similar to the dwarf cannon, and just let it be. Like, I don't understand why like Krakens have 15 flat armor and all this shit. Like, just make it the normal stuff. I just don't get that part of it. Salvage, they've kind of ironed that out. And Barracuda Trials, I'm like, cool. It's kind of like Diddy Kong Racing from like '04, but yeah, dialing that in can be a little bit challenging, but I kind of agree with you. I'm like, if you're going to bring out your first skill since '06, truthfully, like you got to come out guns ablazing and have this stuff ironed out. So the fact that, they've updated it and all that, cool. Certainly a long way to go in terms of just fully fleshing it out. But overall, I'd say B minus release, got potential to be an A plus, and I'm glad. I'm honestly glad it's not shamanism, and certainly glad it's not taming. I don't need any more pets running around this game.
yes, yeah, absolutely. Definitely feel like they released it a little too early. But also they're really trying at that point they were really trying to cater to the people.
Yeah,
Because
you're
they
right.
didn't do a leagues that year. They didn't really do anything that year. Because that came out what, last year or the year before?
I think it was, yeah, like fall 25, right? It's been out close to a year.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Spring
sailing's been
session.
out a year. So they like released sailing, but like then they did Gridmaster, and then they did leagues, and then they did Armageddon, and or Armageddon and then leagues, and it was just like they tried to push so much out this
Mm.
year, and it's I mean with Blood Moon Rises and the new boss and like I mean they did a really good job, but they could have done more for sailing. I feel like for a whole
Yeah.
skill where you literally revamped the entire world map to add in oceans that you could ride your boat on, you could have thrown us more of a bone.
Yeah, like they were pitching stuff like mineral dredging where you're gonna like, be mining at sea and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, just come out with that on release. Like, why is that so difficult to prepare? Like that is at least a thematic addition. They should have had that from the get go. And I do think that like they really came close to skirting the line of like too much complexity with the boat stuff. Like, ooh, at first I was like, man, this is a lot of menus, and oh man, I'm like pressing reverse and I'm catching a wind mote and I got to build this thing. And like, again, they've ironed it out, but I'm like, my goodness, they have had to introduce boat bottles and all this mess. I'm like, I think that like, how we have like mini game teleport, home teleport. I feel just like teleport to boat should have just been level one free spell. Like nobody wants to be like, "Where's my boat?" And I'm trying to find out where it is, and it's off, 48,000 chunks away. I'm like, I just want to get on my boat and go. So definitely need to continue to iron it out. Let me cross this by you. So this is so funny. I'm trying to remember when I came up with this idea, but it's funny because it's not going to ever be credited to me because Jimmy put a video out about this like a month after I had the original idea. But one of the things that I thought of would have been so sick for sailing had it come out on release would have been something that I would have called Uncharted Waters, which would have been think about how like did you ever play Minecraft back in the day?
Yes.
Okay, so you can load up into a Minecraft world, right, and put in like a random seed, and it's going to give you like a brand new procedurally generated world that's unique to you. I would have loved to see something like that for sailing, where you can go talk to Joe Schmo and he can say, "Oh, this level of sailing, sail out to these uncharted waters, and you're kind of getting beyond the world of Galenor into these new lands that nobody's ever seen, and you could encounter on these random islands and random encounters out at sea different things to do. Okay, so things that I had in my mind would have been, for example, you crash land on an island and you've got a brand new hard clue or elite clue to solve. It washes up on the shore. It's a clue in a bottle. You're taking it out of the bottle, and it's isolated to that island. But when you complete it, you have X number better chance to roll the mimic or roll third age or something like that. Or even better yet, they could come out with islands that have let's say for example you had to be kitted out, ready to go to sea because you don't know what you're going to encounter. So you need to bring PVM gear, skilling supplies, clue supplies, whatever. So you roll out there, don't know what you're going to get. You roll up to an island, and oh, all of a sudden you've pulled up to an island that is about to give you best in slot woodcutting XP. Oh shoot! Should I stop here or move on to the next island? So in my mind, this place could give you best in slot XP or best in slot whatever, but you could only spend a maximum of 6 hours at that island because of the login timer. Do you feel what I'm saying here? Like they could have introduced
Yes.
some really competitive rates, competitive concepts that would never top the meta because again, it's all RNG. Like I roll out to see what am I going to get? Okay, maybe this island's a clue. The next island's terrible skilling with iron ore. The next island's got a hunter activity that if I know if I stay here, it's 6 hours of 200K an hour XP. I should just go ahead and do that. So I thought they kind of missed an opportunity there, and obviously they can always come out with something like that. But so much complexity, so much you know intricacy that we could have played with that is just kind of again lost at sea. So what do you think about that? Procedurally generated islands, uncharted waters. Would you be down for something like that?
I would be so down for something like that. I don't know if they have the technology,
Yeah,
for
that's
that, but
right,
that
like,
that
it's
would be
that's out there.
super gas.
But, like,
I was
you know,
hoping it
like
was gonna
Dungeon
be more like Dungeoneering,
that's kinda
like,
what I'm
where
saying.
you
You
would
don't know what you're
I
gonna get.
mean,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, yeah, no, we're kind of on we're kind of on the exact same page. Um, but, like, shit, no, dude, yeah, no, I was looking for something to add, but no, you hit the fucking nail on the head. Yeah, no, it should be that. I don't think they have the technology for it, but like if you could just sail out into the ocean and it was like an instance, they have to
Yes.
have the tech for that.
Yes. It's like, there's plenty of times I log into this game, I'm like, "What am I gonna do today? Do I feel like bossing? Do I feel like skilling?" I'm not really sure. But if I could just say, like, I'm just gonna hop on my boat and see what happens. I'm prepared for whatever. And if I happen to roll up to an island, it's like, ooh, hmm, this is interesting. Like, based on these resources or whatever, like, if I spend some time here, this could be best in slot smithing XP for a little while. I'll just do that, sure. But again, you don't have to worry about these like 200 mil randalicious like neats out here that are like skilling lords, because you'll never mess with the meta, because who knows if you're even gonna roll up into one of these islands? Who knows if you're gonna roll up and it's gonna be, you know, a busted clue step? Who knows? But like, just like the again, skilling is missing this RNG element that I feel like is right on the tip of their tongue, and they just don't have the courage to add it. So I don't know, man. Uncharted Waters, Jimmy was onto something. We'll link his video below, but I don't know. I think sailing, just to kind of summarize, like, it's cool that it's in the game. I was a little worried about adding anything at first, but I'm here for it. I do it when I feel like it. It's cool. Any final takes on sailing?
I can't wait to see what next year brings. I hope it's
Man.
good. I hope I don't want to just lamp it, you know. Because dude, honestly, like I am not having a good time sailing
Yeah, I
ever.
feel you. I feel you. I feel
Yeah,
that.
like I hate to say it too because I voted for that shit, but I know it has such good potential. Let's unpack that potential now.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm like, I just don't want to rush it. Like, I'm in no rush. Like, I'll do something if I need to get a level to get access to something. But other than that, like, let them cook, let it simmer a little bit. Like, I'll just play it as it comes. If it's good, great. If it's not, whatever. But all right, I want to get us into some fun stuff before we wrap up here. So I wrote down a couple of scenarios that I want to cross by you. I want to get your hot takes
Yeah,
on these, get your quick answers,
absolutely.
right off the cuff as we chug the last few drops of our beer here. So here we go. If you had to pick anywhere in this game to live out your days, you and Hunter posted up, maybe a little pack of Sudafed instead of Benadryl showing up on your doorstep from the stork. You, me, and McGee. Where are you posting up in Galenor? Where are you calling home?
Oh shit, dude. Probably Priff.
Riff, my guy.
Priff.
Dude, Elena out there in Priv, she's got it going on, man. Let me think about this. Let me go to the world map. If I had to call a place home, I mean, Varrock, Lumbridge, nostalgic. It's not going to be Ardennes. Priff would be kind of nice, dog. You might have just claimed the best spot. Let me tell you where I'm not living is the Isle of Souls. I just cannot. I can't hate a place more than that. That and Meyer Ditch. Um,
Pest Control Island, dude.
Pest control. Yeah, 800 square feet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, oh my
four
lord. All
thousand
right,
dollars a month type shit.
4K a month. They're hippies out there, man. They got them that Void Knight, that cult Void Knight gear. Unbelievable. All right, would you rather? Would you rather have a max cape with no quest points, or a quest cape but you only have 1 HP to go off of?
Ooh.
So you got your max cape, but you have access to virtually nothing because you have no quests. But
But
you
I
got that
finished
quest
all the
cape,
quests, but I got 1 HP.
1 HP.
So
People
you're
think you're
telling
goaded.
me
You did it with 1 HP.
I did what's that thing Settled did? What was that called?
Nightmare mode, yeah, dude.
You're telling me I did a nightmare mode and I did Draken in nightmare mode?
And honestly, if you've seen that series, you know that means that you got through the Dwarven mine, whatever the
Bro,
fixing
give
the
me the
railing.
quest cape and 1 HP. That's more impressive.
Bro,
That's nuts.
you're Rindy at that point, dog.
Dude, look what I did on my level 3 type shit.
Talk,
Yeah.
talk about that. Talk about that quest cape. Oh my
I
god.
love Rendy, dude. He's probably one of my favorites.
Dude, what is his most recent video he put out? He's talking about some, I know this is tangent, but, what did he just did the Mad Angel or whatever on a level 3. Did you see this?
On a level 3. Bro, yeah, I didn't watch that one, but the one before or
Unreal.
2 before where he did the Blood Moon or not Blood Moon Rises, he did the Moon's Peril,
Yes.
on his level 3. I'm like, "This guy is nuts, dude." Like, this dude this and then he's always got the fucking 95 cases of
Yes.
Diet Coke behind him. I'm just like,
Dude,
"I
yeah.
love this guy. This is my
I started
best friend. He doesn't even know I exist."
started drinking Diet Coke because of this, man. I'm telling you what, man.
Diet Coke's so
Dude,
good, dude.
Randy's so funny, man. I'm on his YouTube page right now. Every single one of his thumbnails is like blender and then the text level 3 everywhere. It's so good. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Would you rather? Would you rather never teleport again or never use the GE ever again?
Never teleport.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like the GE is a little too important. Um, I just,
That's tough.
I, dude, I just I feel like there's more days I log in the game. Like if I'm teleporting, I'm using the GE, right? I'm teleporting to
Sure.
Varrock.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, but like, yeah, no, I would rather run places, I think. I
No
think the
way.
GE is too valuable. Like, think about it though. Think about it. You need something. You have the money for something. You get a sick drop. Okay. You can't use spirit. We're talking everything, right? Spirit trees, everything. No teleport at all.
Everything.
Oh, that makes it rougher. But yeah, I'm gonna stick to my guns on this because
I
I
mean, you're just
feel
playing
like,
Iron Man, right?
huh?
You're just playing Iron Man at that point, no GE. I mean, there's a lot of guys that do this.
Yeah, yeah, you're playing Iron Man, but like, there's a reason I don't play Iron Man, right?
You're right. I mean,
And it's because I
put
can't
that
use
on
the
this.
GE. So
Oh my goodness.
I feel like if I was playing an Iron Man, my choice would be different, of course. But I don't play an Iron Man for the reason like I like using the GE, man, a
Dude,
lot.
how much time back in the day did you spend playing pre-GE? Like, I'm talking, like, either old school or, like, legit '05. Like,
Oh, a lot, dude. In '05, when I used to stand behind Varrock Bank, there was times where I got scammed out of 50, 100K and
absolutely,
that was a lot of money back then, you know?
dude.
They
It
would
was so
swap
tough.
out the Rune helmet with like an iron helmet and I didn't that type
Goodness
shit.
gracious. I mean, selling anything off back then, like, I'm like they had all these grids inside of Falador Park, like, "Oh, Barrows is back here." I mean, I didn't know none of that as a kid, so I'm getting merch left and right, like, just trying to get a buck out here. Dude, it was tough. GE was, like, a godsend. You
Yeah.
might have me rethinking my question, man. I don't know, though. I can't play Walkman mode. I gotta be teleporting. Alright, couple
Walkman
more would you
mode
rather.
would suck.
Walkman mode's terrible, dude. Walkman mode, that's gonna be the next settled nightmare mode is gonna be him, but he can't run. He can only walk. Okay, here we go. Would you rather have double XP forever, but you're not allowed to PVM, or half XP rate forever, but every drop is doubled and you're allowed to PVM?
Half XP.
Easy, easy mode. Yes, absolutely,
Yeah.
dude.
Give me the drops because double XP sounds cool on paper, but at the same time, like half XP, bro. If I'm gonna be just doing Vorkath a bunch and shit and making a bunch of money, I'll be able to buy the other half of the XP.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, I would give up XP to PVM all day. I cannot imagine. I mean, I'm not that much of a nerd, man. Double XP forever? What is this? RS3 double XP weekend, dog?
Yeah,
Shoot. All right,
I
this one's
forgot
kind of
they
a
did
tough.
that.
This one's tough to me. Would you rather only play mobile or only play the vanilla client with no plugins?
Only play mobile. Here's why. Let me explain. I got this laptop maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and I started
Mhm.
this account 9 years ago. I was strictly mobile for 5 years.
You've done that. You've lived that
Um,
life.
I have done a no death TOB on my iPad, dog.
No
I'll do
way.
mobile all day. Swear to God, I got a fucking video of it. I'll send it to
Let's
you. It's like
go.
40 minutes. Yeah, I did a no death 3-man TOB. It was during leagues, but it was still no death. And the two people playing on a computer died. I didn't. It was sick.
You're just seeing your text pop up on the top of the iPhone or iPad in the VOD.
Bro, it was so
Great.
cool. And they both died playing on fucking $3,000 PCs. And I'm playing on a $400 iPad and I didn't die.
Dude, that is so funny, man. Oh my god. I've gotten a gauntlet KC on mobile. I mean, on my lunch
Dude,
break one
mobile's
time.
really not that hard because you can nowadays, you can hook a fucking mouse and keyboard up to your iPad.
You really can. You really can. There's no excuse anymore, man. Get you that
You
iPad.
just said mobile. You didn't say no mouse and keyboard.
You're honestly correct because at that point you just get an iPad, you get a monitor, you get a USB-C cable or HDMI,
Yeah.
whatever. You plug the sucker in, get a mouse and keyboard, dude. You're done. You got a PC right there, dog. That's all you need. You got enough plugins on the mobile
Mhm.
client. God, that's so funny. Okay, all right, we're gonna close with this. I will give you a choice. I want you to explain one of the following quest stories from start to finish from memory. This is going to be the bedtime story from BenadrylBill. I'm gonna give you
Okay.
I'm gonna give you
Fuck.
5 options. I want you to tuck me into bed and you tell me the whole story and the rewards. You ready for it? Here's your options: Cook's assistant, Dragon Slayer, Vampire Slayer, Witch's house, or One small favor. Your choice. Tuck me in.
What was that last one?
One small favor.
Yeah, bro, I gotta work in the morning. That one's not good.
Okay, so you go to this guy. Okay, then you go to this guy.
Okay. All right. Hook's assistant, Dragon Slayer. What were my other two?
Vampire Slayer or Witch's House. You get to pick one and tell me the whole story
Okay.
start to finish. Tuck me into bed.
All right. I'm gonna give you a choice. I'll do Cook's
Okay.
assistant or Witch's house.
Give me Witch's House, dog.
Oh, I hate that you picked that one. Okay. All right. So basically, there's a little boy and
Chris
he has
Hansen's
a
already at your doorstep. There's a little boy.
fucking someone's knocking on my door. So basically, there's a little boy and he loses his balls to an old woman
Oh, tough.
that for some reason is pacing in her backyard and nobody knows why. And you need to go into this bitch's house and get the little boy's balls. And you need to check her bush for some shit. I forget what shit it is, but there's
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
shit in those bushes. And then you need to go into her house and there's a little mouse hole. So this
Yep.
quest is basically holes and balls
And
from a
bushes.
little boy and and bushes and a woman pacing in her backyard guarding this little boy's balls. And then
Multicolored.
you put the cheese by the hole and then you turn into a mouse somehow. I forget how. You
I
make a
forgot about
potion,
this.
I think. And then you go into the mouse hole, and there's something of importance in there that I forget. And then you come out of the mouse hole, and then you need to dodge the pacing woman in her backyard because if she catches you, if she sees that you see that she's pacing, she gets mad because you're judging her and she kicks you out of her house. Then you go to you go to her shed, but you actually got to run around the shed and you need to
Yep.
search her fountain for something. And I, again, don't remember what this is because this is from memory. And then I don't remember what you do with that thing, but I'm pretty sure you got to run past the bitch one more time
Oh, that's
and go do something inside the house. But then you go into her shed and she has purple monsters that are guarding the little boy's balls, and you can safe spot them if you choose. And then you can't touch the little boy's balls until you kill the three monsters.
oh man.
And then when he gives you when you kill the three monsters and you grab his balls and you take his balls to him, he gives you about 7,000 XP in the skill that's shaped like a heart. and it's just
Oh,
very weird. It's a very weird experience, and I wish I did not have to explain that with words.
'cause that quest is about love, man. Old women and young boys.
You know? You know?
Oh my goodness, what a
It's
way!
very strange.
I mean, what a way to get tucked into bed, man. Betty Bow on a
Dude.
Friday night. Goodness gracious. Go to bed having sweet dreams tonight from old brother Bill. Folks, you heard it here first, man. You went to the witch's house. She was pacing back and forth. She was sweating. She had the hots for this little boy. His blue balls and some cheese was involved. But let me just tell you from the bottom of my heart that just received 7,000 XP. Thank you, brother Bill, for joining us today on this Rune Rambles podcast, the sequel, if you will. And we're gonna get the prequel going, the third quill, the fourth quill, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna run it back week after week. But thank you, sir, for your time, my time, our time, he, she, we, they time. We were here. We came. We saw. We hit him right there in the jaw. Any final words?
Uh, no, dude. I really don't know how to follow up the quest about the old woman taking the kid's balls. I'm gonna be
Tell you
honest with
what.
you.
I'm gonna go get my Scrooge McDuck nightgown on. I'm gonna walk to my bed with some slippers and a tiny burning candle, and just huddle up in my bed next to my wife, and just honk you till the sun comes up. You heard it here first, folks. We're gonna catch you in the next one. Peace.